Hey everyone, before we start, I just want to make it known that this tier list was based on the first open playtest for the game, which was May 16th to May 18th. Just want to make that clear. This entire list can be subject to change within the upcoming playtest, June 8th. Just want to make that clear. And yeah, enjoy. Does everyone know? You can probably figure out which icons these are just by looking at them.
Uh,
I don't think I have to pull some. I don't think I have to pull like the wiki out or anything for this.
yeah, me and Hyper are gonna carry here with the Omni mains.
All right, bunny
Yeah,
hop.
you guys are gonna
Ooh.
have to help me with Fe because I know fuck all.
All right, yeah. We're starting off with bunny hop.
Yeah. Okay.
What are your thoughts on this one?
Bunny
I
Hop,
like.
we've got. Yeah, I do
Just
like
the
Bunny
animation
Hop.
is still janky for it.
It's
Oh,
janky,
it was thank you for you guys.
but it's got
still
good.
works.
Really.
It's got good stun
Yeah.
and it's invincible.
Yeah, I mean it's still
Yeah,
good.
it does have the invincibility frames, which is absolutely incredible.
The only downside,
is just Dragon Dive but better,
Mhm.
which I fully disagree with.
what's it called?
Yeah,
The animation's longer. The hitbox doesn't come out as fast. Yes, it stuns, but you're locked in for longer.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
end lag is
It's a lot longer than
little-
Dragon Dive,
little more to be desired.
and you need more investment for the scaling. But even then, it's still nice.
It's still
It
pretty
is
good.
still nice. Keep it at A for
A
now,
little
because
FPS
honestly it
play.
is a
Yeah,
very
no.
solid ability.
It's just solid. The stun just makes it great. If it didn't have the stun, nah, I'd probably like C. Can't Stop Me is the next one. Where do we put this bitch?
Can't stop. I mean,
I love a can't stop.
theoretically, it's like the only skill that he ever needs. But
Yeah.
Uh,
I
mean,
haven't
I'd
played
probably
with Can't Stop Me for a
say-
while.
Because like
I'd say
given,
at the very least A.
yeah,
At the very
Yeah.
honestly, I put Bunny Hop B
Yeah, put Bunny Hop B, that's fine.
okay.
because you need significantly more investment into Bunny Hop than
That's
Can't
fair.
Stop Me.
Yeah, what's the base cooldown on Can't Stop Me? Because I'm gonna have to check that actually. Let's pull
Beepo
the
Wiki. Beepo Wiki.
Everyone get the wiki
It
up, we're getting
is
the
15 seconds.
numbers.
15 seconds.
Oh, you have the wiki out?
I mean, yeah, it says 15 seconds.
That fuck ass dog, bro.
Yeah, I'm just muting on Discord.
Leave that little guy alone.
The fuck's Bunny Hop? Am I blind? Bunny Hop.
It's to the left.
Yeah, 15 seconds. Yeah.
15.
Oh, what, for Bunny Hop, what's Can't Stop Me? 15 seconds
It's
Can't
also
Stop
15.
Me. Oh shit.
Ooh, also, ooh.
That's just more mana.
Yeah.
But even then, it's a fucking nuke. It's an HP nuke. And you're invincible. You just don't fuck up the
Yeah.
parry. And it's really easy to parry, too.
Yeah.
Because
It
you're
is
stacking
very
HP
easy.
anyway, so yeah, whatever, you get hit. You're investing in the HP anyways.
Yeah, parries in this game are pretty easy.
Yeah.
The one.
Because like
Except
Yeah,
from red.
even
Except
then
from
you're
red,
like-
we'll get there.
you're like in the parry stance for long enough that you're usually gonna parry something. Because there's
Well,
like a
okay,
lot of
even for like the Ren's Unbreakable, the parry's not that hard.
Yeah.
Because like the moves from enemies are pretty telegraphed. So you have there's a
the
pretty
telegraphing is
good chance you're gonna parry.
yeah.
Alright, Flaming Flourish goes in F. just no
Damn.
damage. It does nothing.
Damn.
They gutted this
Unfortunate.
thing.
Look at how they butchered my boy.
Yeah.
Like, what was it? Did they nerf it the first May playtest or the April playtest?
It was April, right?
I couldn't tell you.
I'm pretty sure they nerfed it the first May playtest. But like before the nerf, it would definitely be like ARS. But like now, it's garbage. It does no damage. Even with the even if you upgrade it and get stacks for it,
Even
it's dog
if
shit.
you feel on magic as well, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like this game really needs balancing for powers, but like it's really balanced for like most other stuff.
Yeah, I think so too. And like even me playing like a really terrible tank build Effie and the Effie person airplane using Flaming Flourish was just miserable the whole time.
Yeah. Like, even without like even before the nerf, Flaming Flourish, you still need Nova. If you don't have Nova, this thing is actually just ass. Like, regardless. Like, not only do you need another ability, but its damage sucks. With the combo abilities. Like, you just rather have another magic attack than Flaming Flourish.
Yeah, honestly, you'd rather just have Party Starter than Flaming Flourish.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, Gate
Question is
Crasher.
better Flaming Flourish.
Gatecrasher, this is
S tier because it's funny.
A great crowd control weapon. However, it is legendary. That's the one drawback with it, is it being legendary and being so hard to get.
And the
It does
cooldown
put it
too.
down. The cooldown, yeah. But if you spec into it, having that Gatecrasher into anything else, pretty much, so much crowd control. You can do so much with your team. You can Dragon Dive into it. All I'm saying.
That's very true.
You can Dragon Attack into everything.
Okay, you
but
can.
Dragon
Okay,
Dive into
but
5 enemies
you
instead
can
of 1.
literally do anything into Gatecrasher because it just puts them into one area. So.
Now, Gate Crasher crowd control versus Barry crowd control.
That's not crowd control. That's just nukes.
Yeah.
You're
just
controlling
bombing
the
the
crowd.
entire
You're
area.
controlling it.
I don't think
You're
you get what
controlling
crowd
it very
control is.
No, I know, bro. So where do we think Gate Crasher's gonna be?
It is, again, it's the legendary and it is the cooldown. I think it would be like a solid A if the cooldown was less. But what's cooldown on it? Cooldown 36. Ooh.
Well, it isn't. It is like a legendary.
Yeah.
And bugged as fuck. And bugged as fuck.
Mhm.
I wonder
However,
why
with
I got
Gate
turned into a
Pump,
legendary.
Gate Pump is 21, but
Yeah, rarity
honestly,
for
like-
powers mean like absolutely nothing in this game. So,
Just means less fun.
like, how is
Yeah.
Hana's Melody a legendary? Like, genuinely.
We'll get to you later.
it's just-
We will get to you.
It's worse. Okay, no, it's just I'm so mad that they didn't make Hana's Melody just like better.
a little bit better.
Alright, I'm
Anyway,
putting
let's
Gate
move on.
Crasher and just B with Bunny up.
Yeah, high B, yeah.
Because
reckon so.
the damage is great and crowd control is great. Everything else sucks.
Mhm.
Legendary and cooldown is ass. Alright, this is Get Pumped.
Get pumped. Yes, I love Get Pumped. The base cooldown is for Get Pumped, it's actually 21, so it's not great. But once you reduce that, it becomes such an incredible. It's so good for damage.
It's like cooldown reduction on every upgrade, I think, right? It's like one of the only skills that does that.
Does it actually? Ooh.
I
think-
think so. I believe it does.
I just know when I see an FE get pumped, I just spam my SDs just on them.
I just know that it's better than Can't Stop Me. Like, bar none, I know it's better.
Oh,
I know it's
Yeah.
better.
insane.
Okay,
Eye Striker.
Ice Striker, I'm putting an S.
There you go.
S,
Without
S.
question.
I've seen enough. I haven't used the power,
It
but
pretty
I've
much
seen the power be used too much not to put it in
It
S.
pretty much just kills anything, regardless of when you pick it up.
Like,
Yeah.
does shit ton of damage. God forbid you get enough cooldown to where you get to chain the attack stats. Does it even matter, like, if you have 0 cooldown or, like, I think it's either 5 or, I forget. It's like 7 or 5 seconds. One of the cooldowns are for level up. But man, that lets you chain the attack buff. And God, this thing hits like a fucking truck.
Yep.
And the hitbox is huge.
Yeah. Honestly though, I think if we're putting High Striker up on S, like get pumped, I'd argue low S. It can stay at high A, but get pumped with cooldown as well. You can just spam it. 1, it has damage reduction, and 2, you just get so much damage stacked on that one singular section, and it's a large area as well.
To be fair though, High Striker's also deceptively huge as fuck.
Yeah, dude, it hits all the way behind Effie. Like, in a
Yeah.
good chunk
It's
behind
behind-
Effie.
I didn't realize
Yeah.
it was behind.
It hits, yeah. Behind,
And it
front,
reflects.
opposite side.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
get poked at higher then. Yeah,
Yeah.
high strike.
Well, and it
deserves
stuns too. Can't forget that
Yeah.
it
Yeah, I know it
stuns.
stuns.
This move does everything.
Mhm.
Well, at a certain point, stun really doesn't matter.
It's
but
movement
like,
tech.
it's,
He did
It's movement, yeah, true. That's actually a good point.
movement to get the fuck out of here.
I did it for movement.
Yeah.
All right, where are we putting Jet Flare?
I don't know. I mean,
It's like a
Maybe
easy
C.
reliable.
I'd put it at C.
yeah.
no, guys, with the Nova stacks.
Yeah, but
The Nova Stacks is
unfortunately,
really
like,
nice, but then you are stood still. Very
Yeah, that's
still.
the main
Yeah, but
drawback.
what if you get that one charm that doubles your blight stacks, and then
His
you
blight
have so
efficiency?
much Nova.
holy cow.
It only caps at 10.
I know. It's so
Yeah,
bad.
and unfortunately, they gutted the one move that that would actually make Nova Stack super useful.
Literally.
So
Yeah.
unfortunately, it's kind of down there. On its own, its damage isn't even that bad, so it's not like the worst thing to pick up. But it just like you're not using it for Nova at all. Just all of her, as you can see, all of her physical abilities are just above it.
Yeah. It's nice, but at the same time, if you're building magical, you're not building magical. Or
Yeah.
you're building a different skill, which we
You're
will
just
get
building
to.
specifically party starter.
We will get to you.
We will get to them.
All right, loose cannon.
Who's cannon?
S tier. It's funny.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'd
It-
say C, and maybe even
That's the
D,
FA
I
ability,
don't know.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
No, but
the thing
it's
is,
so
it's free
broken.
damage.
You don't need to do anything.
It is free
guys.
damage.
It's,
Why
it's free.
I wouldn't go-
It's free, safe, no investment damage.
right, which is why I wouldn't say like that low.
But it's negligible damage.
It's
Like-
also
like,
negligible damage.
Once you get later in the big golems and
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
by extension like the grand golem, this shit's piss for. Like
yeah, and you also like I don't know, kill things before loose cannon does meaningful damage.
Yeah.
nah.
No, but the theoretical AFK build though, like
Uh-huh.
Theoretically, and
Yes.
also in actuality, we did get to the final boss with only loose cannon and literally
That's
not
'cause it's a
hitting
base
anything.
yes,
game.
but that took too long. No one. That is the most uninteractive gameplay, and
Right.
we didn't even beat.
That's
We didn't even
pretty
beat the golem. Like, well, like,
Yeah. Also, low
Yeah.
key base game, kinda snoozer. We're also
Yeah.
good at the game.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Like
It's very nice for early players. I'll say that.
yeah, for newbies, yeah. This would be a bit higher if Flaming Flourish wasn't fucking dog shit.
Mhm.
This would actually have a use,
But
but it
at
doesn't.
the moment, it's like is okay.
So I'm just gonna put it
yeah,
right behind Jet Flare.
that's fair.
I was
That's-
thinking
that's
of
fair.
D, but it's like there's no downside to using this. There's literally no downside.
Interesting. Hell yeah.
All
Here we
right,
go.
Effie's ultimate, Nimbus Encore, Nimbus Parade.
I mean, they're all pretty good.
It's Nimbus Parade.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
it's pretty decent from what I used of it.
It's
It
It has
pretty
damage
good.
reduction, right?
It does have damage
Uh,
reduction. It scales on magic and physical now.
Oh, it's mixed
It's
damage.
mixed
Okay.
damage. It's actually pretty damn good.
Because
Yeah, anything
I've
mixed
literally
damage is
never used this
automatically like a
before.
tier higher. In my
yeah,
personal
I mean,
opinion.
it's pretty good.
I wouldn't say any of the Kira mixed damage them though. The ultimate,
Okay, well that's different because the cooldown is so long,
Right.
right?
it's so
Um,
bad.
Like the damage for it's like really, really good. But
The
Yeah.
damage for it is really good,
Yeah.
but the cooldown is so long, and for the cooldown being so long, and you're being like kind of almost stuck in place, it's just kind of like
Yeah.
Because base cooldown
And speaking
for
of the
that
cooldown
is it
for
60
Nimbus
seconds?
Parade,
It feels
sure
longer.
it's longer. It's way longer than 60 seconds.
60
I feel.
seconds.
Yeah, no, I think
Yeah.
no. I think these are outdated. The cooldown for the legendaries, because I'm pretty sure, like for Kira, the like Queen of Hearts or Queen's Gambit or Queen's Castle, those are more than 60 seconds now. I'm
No,
pretty
those are
sure.
60 sec- At least last 60 seconds last time I checked.
Really? Okay. Well,
God
I think it just
damn
feels way more
people,
than 60
update your
seconds.
spreadsheet.
I do remember doing.
The intern not doing their
No,
job.
actually, wait.
That's
I
kinda
remember
crazy.
You're
doing
fired!
I remember doing a 2 ult Kira, and I don't know why I just got 2 of the ults. I think it was like it was 60 or 65, but it's pretty much the same thing.
So what?
And
Good
either way,
damage,
Gatecrash was
longest fuck
60.
cooldown.
Sorry,
Only one of them
sorry.
has crowd control. For a skill, you have to stand still and charge.
But there's damage
Yeah.
reduction.
That's like, yeah, that makes up for it.
Yeah, it is like a damage nuke, but at the same time, that cooldown, it is a damage nuke. To be fair, I'd say beta.
No, I put a red above
Put it with
Gatecrasher.
Gatecrasher, yeah.
Because like, if you wanted a nuke, you have get pumped, can't stop me,
Yeah.
high striker. If you wanted crowd control, well, first off, you have to get lucky
Gatecrasher, yeah.
with
Tell me.
which one you get.
We're playing Epi here, hypothetically.
Yeah. Tell me on Effie?
Get the fuck out of here,
Yes.
no. It's just better jet flare. Just a single shot of jet
It is
flare.
nothing like Jet. What are you talking? It is nothing like Jet Flare. What are you talking about?
No, I
Okay,
said
keep
single
going,
shot
keep
jet
going.
flare. Just imagine Effie just shoots
Oh,
one blast
okay.
out of her hammer. That's how Tell Me would realistically
Yeah,
work
I
on Effie.
guess.
Alright.
Yeah, we already know.
Yeah, S.
Uh,
That's not
Fucking-
even a question.
The only
Yeah,
ability
I
that
mean-
makes this is like piss easy solo the game without question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you don't
Party
you don't even need to
stop?
build
Yeah.
damage. You just need health, cooldown, that's it. You don't even need cooldown. You just need a spec into health for this thing.
I
No,
don't
you,
think
you just
Effie has
you just
ability
inspect.
yet,
No,
dude.
you just equip Zephyr's Zephyr, and then you just you're honestly
Zephyr-
kind of good.
Well, you just upgrade it.
Level 2 or even
What the fuck
base
was it?
level
Wait,
3.
Like what
I-
level
It
4 is a
was-
5-second, or
I
is it a 5 or an 8-second
exclusively-
cooldown for level 4?
I
Zephyr
exclusively
Inquisitor.
played Effie Party Don't Stop. I always built
that's
this
why.
thing.
You fucking loser.
Its ability is so
Damn.
strong it
Dude,
actually
that's
crashed the
crazy.
server.
Please learn the game.
Like, hold on.
But yeah,
I,
Party
know,
Party Don't Stop
I
costs
have to put that
servers,
above High Striker. It's like the only ability that makes it so you do not have to learn or play the game to win.
Needless to say, for people who don't know what Party Don't Stop is, shields for just infinite shields.
All right, where are we putting Party Starter, boys?
I said it's high.
Yes.
We already know it's high.
Oh, wait, I know that one. Okay.
Yeah,
Is
from
it,
what I've seen,
is
it's
it is it low S or high A?
From what I've played as
I-
well, I
Is
think
it
it's
better
low
than
S.
Get Pumped?
I think it's
Ooh.
pretty high because I would build Party Don't Stop, and when I got this, it still did damage, even though I'm specking no damage into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
From-
say it's pretty
I'm
good.
playing with Plane as well. You don't need to stack too much magic, I don't think.
No.
But the fact you can just throw it out, it has 2 stocks at the start anyway.
Yeah.
And you can just, like, once you throw it, you can pretty much move, like, 0.23 seconds later. So I'd say it's marginally better than Get Pumped, as well if you, like, stack magic, it goes insane. I can't remember the logistics of it, but yeah, Party Starter is pretty much the magical Get Pumped, I'd say. And also, it's a boomerang. It comes back. Getting that multi-hit is so satisfying.
Oh, and with Get Pumped, it's that's an epic. That's not a. These are all comments.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
oh yeah, Party Starter as well. I think just the fact that it's common, put it on low S.
But does
The
it
fact that you
contend
can
with High
build it in
Striker
a-
though?
The fact that you can build in a physical damage and it still does damage, good damage.
I'm going half fang here, yeah. It's
Alright.
definitely low S.
Yeah.
We'll see if we have to
Literally
change
takes,
this thing around a little bit. But we'll
Yeah.
put
It
it at low
literally
S.
takes no investment for some reason.
Oh wow,
And
I
if
wonder
you
what
do
other
that,
abilities
like
take
that.
no investment to do damage.
Well, this is on Effie.
We'll get that. We'll get there.
We'll get to you. All right, Relentless.
We'll get there.
I like Relentless, but to be
I
fair,
like
I
it, but
don't
it's
know
hard
how
to
effective it is.
judge.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I'm
still-
saying with
pretty good though. I mean, like you don't have to really think about it to still get like good value out of it.
It makes your
Yeah,
basics
I'm-
faster, you get a stun out of it, and it makes your basics do more damage. For free.
Yeah.
It makes the basics faster. Ooh.
A little bit faster, I
That's
think.
wrong.
I think that's
Ooh.
in the
Does
description.
it?
I think.
Hmm.
Unless that's
Nah,
not
since
what
first
the...
I don't remember it making it faster.
Oh,
It's
never
the
mind,
same
no.
with you.
It does
It makes them
vulnerability.
vulnerable.
Yeah, vulnerable.
Which is-
Okay, so it just makes physical do more damage. So, like, theoretically, you can hit an enemy 4 times and then high striker the bitch.
Yeah.
Have that optimal combo. I'd put it in low B.
Yeah.
It's
think
definitely, like, the best passive. Well, not the best passive in the game. Fuck
It's
off,
just
no.
really hard to judge because
No, best passive in the game is definitely Dragon Breath. That's not even a question.
Oh, wait,
yeah.
fuck, you're right. I forgot that's a passive. God
Friends
damn it, I
one
forgot that was a
passive is like the best passive in the game.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. But it's definitely Effie's best passive. It's just
Yeah, I'd say so.
free bonus damage, and if you optimize it, you
Free
get even
bonus
more
damage.
damage out of it.
Yep.
All right, Stratosphere. Where are we putting Stratosphere, boys?
I don't even know this ability, if I'm gonna be honest.
It's just
It-
a big damage.
It gives you
I really
passive
wish it
damage
did,
reduction.
yeah.
I'm gonna just put it in there for now, just for massive damage reduction for a short duration and immunity to projectile damage when you cast it.
I can't judge. I don't think I ever took this thing.
And it has a long cooldown. It's like, I think base, it was something... Let's see what the base cooldown was. Stratosphere 22. Ugh.
Just become immune to
hypothetically-
projectiles. Allow me to introduce you to the tortoise in the hair.
Yeah. Tortoise in the hair.
Tortoise in
And
the
it's
hair,
also-
And then
Party
Party
Don't
Don't
Stop.
Stop, and then it's
That-
Party Don't
that's
Stop
it.
itself is better than that. I don't know, like.
He literally. Like,
So,
Literally
does
the only
passive
reason
damage
you
reduction
expect
on it
that
count
is
just having it
for-
equipped, or do you have to use it?
you get
No,
damage
it's
reduction
not
when you
using
use it, and a lesser damage reduction buff just by having it.
Alright.
I'd say literally the only ways you would want this is from Nimbus Parade, and Get Pumped. But even so, Get Pumped on its own just does all the damage you need.
I could see this working with what doesn't kill you. The legendary charm.
That's true, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
remind me what
Like
that
low
does again?
investment, what doesn't kill you.
It gives
you're
you
gonna
max
stack that up.
HP based on your damage reduction.
It gives
I
you
never got that
one-
charm to show up.
It gives you 1 HP.
Is
for
1 HP
50 damage
or
you
40?
reduce by damage reduction effects.
Oh, 50. Okay.
Alright. Are we
we
fine
go-
with how we ranked Effie? Is there anything we want to go over again?
I think it's good. Technically, we do have Effie person in chat with Tristo, so if they want to throw anything
Oh,
in there,
yeah.
I'd absolutely be happy to listen to them.
Tristo, come shake our perspectives. If Soup was here, that'd be a whole story and a half. If we had Airplane, that would also be a
King
whole story
Soup,
and a
King
half.
Airplane.
Airplane's asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Soup,
like,
I don't
I
know
should
where the
be
fuck
there.
Soup is.
Sushi?
Thing looks good. Alright,
think
Tristo.
it was,
No,
yeah,
we got the
cute.
Effie guy seal of approval. Not the Effie guy, but a Effie guy.
We got one of the Effies, we're good.
Moving on to
Anyway,
Kira
move
now.
on to the new- I mean, yeah, Kira.
Okay, I think we know where. Okay, yep. Where's the other berry? Where's the other berry?
Let's
no,
put the
okay.
berries is right there. Instantaneous
berries?
nukes. They give you +10 physical and magical depending on what you go into. Blueberry gives Luna irrelevant, but raspberry stuns, which is fucking ridiculous. Especially since
Yeah.
raspberry is easier to pop than blueberry, just because your basics are
If
getting
you
buffed
scale,
when
if you scale physical.
yeah, because you're scaling
Yeah.
physical.
Yeah.
So honestly, I'm putting raspberry above blueberry, even though they're the same exact thing. Raspberry has stun.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
would agree, except that blueberry looks cooler, so I think
Yeah,
blueberry's
for some
better.
reason,
I
like,
don't know. I'm
like
thinking
blueberry.
raspberry. I took
Look.
a lot of raspberry and never looked back.
Look, blueberries are fucking purple. This berry is fucking blue. Automatically less. Plus, I hate blue. Red's cool, and I'm the Kira guy,
What?
so this is.
Yeah.
I'm the
Damn.
I'm the number one
Do you
Kira.
do
So.
you see? Have you seen my PNG tuber model? It's like basically all blue. Like
No, I
Either
have.
way, we're going off objectives, and raspberry
Not-
with the stun is objectively better. We'll
Yeah,
go
just,
with
pure
raspberry.
objectively, raspberry is better. Because like, what the fuck are you gonna
but
do with
she
Lunar?
can't
Use
go
howling
bad.
crescendo? Where
No,
the
but,
fuck is
like,
howling?
Okay,
Put that
no.
shit down
You
there.
said
Because of
fuck.
blue tricks
You
that
said
you're
fuck blue,
spinning.
and then Kira is right there with blue ass hair and blue ass clothes.
Why
Like,
do you think I
hello?
used a pink
Stutter?
skin?
Huh? Okay.
Why do you
Well,
think
no,
I
in
used the
Somi
pink
you
skin?
can't. But in Somi you can't do that.
Yeah, I'm fuming every time I go into Somi. Just be pink, woman, be pink. That sounds so wrong. But
That's so weird. Yeah.
fuck it,
That's
Yeah.
I'm
kind of
keeping it in
insane.
there.
Shall
Yeah,
we move
Twitter-
on?
I didn't know you
Get
were
canceling.
like that, Hyper.
Yeah, cancel me. I fucking dare you.
Yeah, see you on Twitter.
Ah.
All right, Harvest Moon.
Get that.
Yes.
Get that up. Get that in S.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
S,
that's.
though?
What do you?
Come on.
Why are you
Yeah.
debating if it's S?
Oh wait,
Okay.
if it's a free
Minor
ability
rebate,
cast,
minor
wait, what
rebate.
am I talking about?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
one.
cooldown
Okay,
reduction at home.
it's yeah. Okay, so
Exactly.
my reasoning for S is it gives you so much more like room to invest charms into not mana, right? Because that can be a hindrance for like especially if you're in a CDR meta, and
you-
like putting your investment into different charms can just make your build way stronger, especially if you're doing a hyper build.
I mean, it is essentially like you get Yandere as a
Yeah,
path. Like,
Yandere, that's the one.
As a passive, yeah.
The only thing I don't see this charm working well with, like outside of the one free ability cast, when you don't have cooldowns, the mana the mana refund kind of useless. When you have CDR,
Yeah.
the extra mana, I mean the extra ability cast, kind of fucking useless. But the fact that I can dip into both, thumbs up, really fucking good.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do think it's at the bottom of S, but I still think it's still S.
Yeah,
It is still S, yeah. Absolutely.
and yeah, I moved the berries up
I see that. Yeah.
for FE skill
Understandable,
because berries are just they're just fucking
Okay,
better,
low
bro.
key. If you have like infinite mana, and you have berries at the end, like with the Grand Golem, you just instantly win.
Oh yeah, literally.
'Cause you just don't activate the Golem, and then you just fucking nuke him when he wakes up.
Something we didn't even bring up with the berries. Yeah, they start out with 2 stocks each at level 1. You
Yeah.
level them up once, you
Yeah.
get another stock, I think. Or it's level 4,
No,
you get another
it's level
stock.
3. Or
Level 4, I think.
I think level
Yeah,
4 is the
it's
stock.
Level 4.
Level 4, and then you have a ability to get more stocks, or a charm. Maybe.
Yeah, with titanium and diamond
Get
gotcha
your
ball.
balls.
yeah.
And if you have infinite mana and low or high CDR, you just spam it.
But like Jesus, 19-second cooldown, I think. 19 or 18. Either way,
18, I think.
It's 19, I think.
relatively low cooldown for a fucking nuke. This thing should
stalking
not be
ability as
Yeah.
this
well.
cooldown
Yeah.
with 2 stocks. Get the fuck out of here.
Like early game, there's still like
Absolutely.
nukes every single enemy you come across. So
And
Yeah.
it's just so easy to like just preset them down knowing where enemies are.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then, like
And
well, it's
if you
easy
don't know
if
where
you've
enemies
played
are,
the
but you
areas
have
like hundreds of
CPR.
times, like we have.
Yeah, for
Well, right.
speedrunning, this is absolutely
Yeah.
huge. Best thing ever.
Well,
For
so-
damage, this is
who
almost,
doesn't
almost
speedrun?
the best
Almost
thing ever.
essential.
You don't even
Almost
need to know where they
enough.
are. Just
You
as
still
soon as
have-
you've seen them start spawning, put one down. It
Yeah.
just works.
yeah,
Yeah.
you still have enough time to react to it even if you just see the red sparks of them spawning in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need to have
Absurd
played it like
ability.
100 times.
Yeah, and if you have CDR as well, you can get those chains up and explode them all at the same time. It's
you go.
beautiful.
And,
Doing
and
the chain
actually
is so
skip
fun.
the phase 2 transition for the final boss.
Yep.
Thank
They're
God.
insane.
I wish fuel got paused during that transition because that's kind of fucking annoying.
Next ability, by the way.
Oh, yeah, alright.
think It goes like at least.
Okay.
like, tier
Heart
F.
Seeker.
It
Enough
never
talking about
No, no, okay.
broken ass
I
tier
don't-
abilities. Let's get to the
It's
mid ones.
so broken.
Yeah, no, I think it would be really good if like it worked properly.
If it
It's
worked
very
properly,
good.
if it worked properly, it would be good.
As
Issue:
for-
it never works properly.
Surely this
Some-
time in the next playtest it'll work properly, right?
Okay,
Can't see them.
you guys
Oh,
might
man,
disagree with
maybe
me, but I'm putting this in low B. Just hear me out.
No, C
Yeah, I
tier.
agree. Oh, I agree.
Okay, so
No, yeah,
it
I
would
agree
be-
because it can. If you space it
if
right,
it
it does
works.
insane damage.
Yeah,
so
if it
not only
works.
do you need the spacing, but it doesn't break as much, because you can customize the length of of how far you travel So like if you're right next to something, you can like put the mouse like right next to you. You won't go nowhere, and you'll just fucking nuke the guy. But with Kira specifically, Hunter's Moon. This thing has bonus crit damage scaling.
Yeah.
For some reason, this thing has bonus crit damage. And it's a multi-hit, so it'll pop things like Tengu Form, it'll pop
I mean, to be
Transmogger
fair, there's-
easier, and
To be
what,
fair, there's
Consistent
a
and
lot
Block
of-
Force are gonna be absolutely fucking nuts on this thing. Because it's a multi-hit. Everything gets boosted by whatever, like 7 or 2. No, 7 and 3. So
Also,
this
to be
thing
fair,
Well,
absolutely
consistent blunt
loves
don't really like scale
the
well
bonus
into
damage.
late game.
So
But,
like
yeah.
this thing would be so much better if the jank was a bit fixed, and if crit was better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Lobby.
But like
I
all
can,
being
I
said,
can go with the Lobby.
without
It does
proper
good
crit
damage
investment, this
when
thing is
you
like
can
eh.
actually hit something with it.
Hunter's Moon.
I don't know if it's honestly.
It's
Eh,
pretty
It could be
decent.
better again.
Yeah.
On paper,
could be
Good. The
better.
problem is that crit itself is not good. The ability is good.
Yeah.
You have to build so much
Yeah.
towards it that you're not building other things.
Yeah,
Honestly,
crit should not
I think
start
you
at
put it
0%
at
damage.
like at the lowest B, because
Lowest
crit damage
B,
consistent exists,
highest
and this
C.
basically like negates a lot of that.
Yeah.
It makes dangerously consistent like really viable. Other than that, if you don't have dangerously consistent, it's kind of like meh. It can be something.
yeah.
It's just
I mean, I
crit's
feel
not.
like if you're rating
Like,
something.
it
the thing about the opportunity cost for taking this, you could have had like a billion other abilities.
You can have Tell Me.
right.
Like regardless, this
Yeah,
is
Tony's
a
right there.
free damage boost. Like just
Yeah,
like
we love
loose
free damage.
cannon, like on paper, free damage boost. It gives your entire team crit rate, like just a flat crit rate boost. I don't know if it gives crit damage to the party. I know it gives like crit
I don't think
crit
it gives
rate.
crit damage.
Yeah,
to the
I
entire
doubt
party.
it gives.
So if someone
gives crit
else has
damage.
dangerous and consistent, that'll work. You're set, bro. It's just take off.
I'm really glad it's the team-wide ability.
I mean, I still feel like if we're rating it B,
Yeah.
if somebody gets a legendary charm, I don't know.
Yeah.
The fact that it buffs
I'd put it
the
in
team
C,
as well
but,
is
I
so
mean,
nice.
Everyone
I
says
would-
C.
Like I mean, if crit was better, this would be S. No doubt about it. Having like 17% crit for free at like level 1 is absolutely fucking bonkers. Just for having an ability,
it
not
was
even
good.
upgraded. Just for killing an
Yeah.
enemy, 17% crit, go. Go ham. Send it. But I think it's like level 4. I think the crit rate is like 27%. Well, the crit damage is 27%. You'll be at like 30 to 40 crit rate, I think. Which is still fucking huge. But it's just crit's kind of ass.
Yeah.
Investing so much for a 40% chance at 20% more damage, not the greatest thing in the
Yeah.
world. Not the greatest
Yeah.
thing. But I'm sorry, Hunter's Moon. You are my child, my baby, but I have
This
to
is
put you there.
this is like literally the hyper ability.
I took this
We are
really
gonna get you rebranded after me Sunday.
It will be,
Yeah, they just have to rename it to Hyper's Moon.
Also, just
Look,
a quick question.
it's
Are you
shorter.
not gonna talk about Howling Crescendo at the bottom? Just instant F.
Oh yeah,
Okay, but
it's the
to be
same
fair-
thing. It's the same thing as Flaming Flourish.
Flaming
Really,
Flourish, yeah.
the same exact fucking thing. Just
It is,
It would
yeah.
also make the hyper build not like it would be more confusing. So
wait. Oh, hyper build. Wait, what do you mean by
yeah,
hyper
like
build?
the single power, right? So if
Oh, yeah,
Hyper's
it's-
Moon if it was renamed to Hyper's Moon, people would think hyper build would just mean just Hyper's Moon.
Well, you're not
that's a good
wrong.
point. That's
Yeah,
You're
but
not wrong.
like-
That is the that is my coin. Like, if anything.
Okay, no, I feel like
that's what
that
I
would
want
be
to
like
be
the
hyper
hyper
build. This
build.
solo Hunter's Moon. That's me.
The Omega hyper build.
Like, I mean, we
True
can just call
hyper.
solo I literally almost said hyper's Moon. Bro, you guys are already
Damn,
killing me.
cooked. It's over.
It's over.
No brain cells left.
Solo Hunter's Moon, we can just call that Hyper's Moon. That's just the name of the build. For solo ability, just Hyper build. That's
Yeah,
it.
that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Makes
Alright.
sense.
Moving on, Never Look Back.
Dude,
It's
S
this
tier
is
because
the
of that one
best.
movement tech you can do on ledges, and that's it.
This is
This
the
is
coolest,
the
fucking ability in the
best
game.
crit ability.
Dragon
I love this
Dive, I'm
ability so
sorry,
much.
but Never Look Back is so much fun
Whoa.
to use.
I love
Hey,
one
hey,
button.
hey, hey, do not
Hey,
slander my
whoa,
boy like
wait.
No, no,
that.
no, 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 no. I'm not
We-
saying Dragon Dive is ass. They're both great. It's just Never Look Back is so much fun.
It's so fun.
Bro,
I love it.
Tell me an ability that makes you do a backflip 20 feet behind you after you shoot something.
I will say as well, in the I think it was the March playtest, Never Look Back, I don't know what it was about it, it just didn't have that energy to it. I think it was like the very slight end lag to it, or it being very slightly more janky.
I don't know.
I think
whenever
they added
played-
impact frames actually.
Every time I played Never Look Back, I always felt like I was nuking enemy while like going to the next enemy with it.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
this thing
now
actually,
it
this thing
feels
actually nukes. Don't get me wrong. And just any amount of crit damage,
It's so fun.
it's like
and
almost guaranteed.
The best,
Yeah.
the best to crit ability.
The
I
inner
think it
ring
did
of Never Look
pretty
Back
well as
is
well.
a free, just bar none, 50% crit rate boost. Like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if crit damage was good, this thing would be fucking
That would be busted, yeah.
nuts.
It would be.
This
But
thing
it's
would
not.
be-
This thing only
Right.
hits like a truck, not. It should be hitting like a
You want to know
terrain.
what's really fun? You want to know what's really fun? Raspberry into Never Look Back.
Yeah, I've heard
I mean,
about
you can
it.
break
Yeah.
it with anything, though. I mean, okay, I guess on a cool factor, yeah, but I don't know.
I
I
think
put
we
it
put it
low
in
A. Just for the
Yeah.
fact that it's just a
Yeah.
straight up
I'd say
fucking
low
nuke.
A. It nukes and
mean-
it gives you a movement option, and just the 50 crit rate is just absurd.
Mhm.
It's just a dodge. It's just a dodge.
And
It's
as
just
well,
like a
yeah,
dodge with
it's a
hitbox.
dodge. You can move out of it relatively quickly as well, like dash right out of it, and it is very nice.
Yeah.
Now here is the fun part. The fun.
Okay.
Heroes
hero.
ultimates. I don't use these because
have
I don't
no
like
They're-
standing
opinion.
fucking still.
I feel like they're
I
not
hate it.
they're not justified. Like their cooldown doesn't justify their damage, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because you
Yeah,
can get
that's
that same type of
damage.
damage for like way less with like common abilities, you know.
I'd
Yeah.
say C tier if only because they can be decent room clears, but
Yeah,
not.
no,
It
that's
does
what I
it
was
does cover a
thinking,
lot of
because
ground.
I did a
like-
2 ult Kira run. For some reason, I got 2 of the ults, and I did Hunter's Moon and Harvest Moon on top of it. This thing is bad. It's like Queen. I can't remember which one exactly it is, but one of them scales its damage by how long you hold it. You are
Yeah, that
standing
was-
still,
Oh no,
taking damage
okay.
as Kira, and you
Yeah.
are trying to wait for that damage to stack up.
Like, I
And
mean-
you hold it for about 4 seconds for it to get to full power.
Okay,
I
yeah.
didn't even
Yeah.
realize. I didn't even realize Howling Strike was already an F.
Oh yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
it.
how would you
It's
put it?
it suffers from
Oh,
flame
Shundo, yeah.
blur syndrome.
Yeah. I used it once, forgot why I don't use it. I was like, yeah, I'll try it again, and then I regretted it for the rest of the run.
Yeah, I mean like it's just because Blight is just so useless right now.
And
It is
it's
They,
literally
they,
just
they
the worst
nerfed it.
helmet.
They fucking nerfed it.
Yeah, I don't why. Like
Crazy.
every single ability that benefits from Blight is just so ass.
poor Blight.
It's kind of fucking depressing because it has like, I can already see like they already have the charms to make playing with Blight so good. You have Blight fluency. You have Blight plague. You have the trinket.
Yeah, I
that
think Blight
gets
is
pretty
cool
much-
because it's like a multi-step kind of gameplay.
I never
right?
actually.
Yeah.
I've never actually really learned what Blight does because
So
Blight didn't seem
Really?
to do much.
Doesn't
Blight
each of them
is
do-
Nova,
Yeah,
Luna,
because it
and
basically
Gaia.
doesn't do anything.
Yeah, but
and
they
I
do
think the-
different things.
see.
I do not know what Luna does. I don't know what Gaia does. I know what Nova does, and that's it.
Yeah,
Everything else is
Luna
dog
reduces
shit.
damage, defense, or some shit.
I was gonna say I thought Luna decreases defense or something.
What does Gaia do?
I don't know,
Yeah.
man.
If Luna decreased defense,
green.
I'm actually gonna fucking riot.
Green's
Gaia's ability is it's green.
Yeah, that's honestly.
It looks
you're
like the
not far
motherfucker
off.
farted. That's what it does.
Holy cow.
It
Yeah,
makes
exactly.
you look
It's just like,
stinky. All right,
Anyway,
where
Sumi.
Where are you putting see me, boys?
I actually don't
No.
know.
Okay,
It feels
see me.
very swingy. Like
Okay,
if you
see me
miss
could be
once-
good. Okay, the thing is, yeah, like if you just spec into damage and do see me, it could be good. That being said, it doesn't like it has iframes, but like the end lag, I don't think you're like too vulnerable in my opinion. Because like when I did like all those see me runs, I learned that wow, this has not really that many iframes, and there's a lot of end lag. There, so if you don't
Yeah,
kill the
the
enemy
end
right
lag-
away, or if there's enemy swarmed around you, you're kind of just like stuck, just
Taking all
sitting
that
there
And if
taking
your
damage.
teammates nuke the entire floor, then you don't have your CMA either.
Yeah, God
Yeah,
forbid
that's-
I
you
feel
miss
like my
you miss like a
teammates-
hit of damage, you don't do enough damage, or you know, see me bugs out against the wall and you go flying past an enemy,
I
you
hate
whiff.
it. I
that
hate
entire-
it when CME does
You're
that
waiting
shit.
like what's the cooldown on this? What does the wiki say? I know it might not be correct, but
It's
I just
like
want to know.
60 or something. It's pretty high.
It is not
No,
60. No, it's like
it's
20.
not 60,
It's like
too.
20. It's 20. Yeah, yeah.
It's
okay.
20 seconds.
That's what I thought.
It's 20.
So no
It feels
CDR,
like
you're
60.
waiting
just
20
think this
seconds,
has
God
more.
forbid you don't kill something or you whiff. And this thing is terrible
It
in boss
feels
fights.
like 60.
No, okay. This is like that. Simi is like quite literally like useless on the in the Grand Golem, unless there's
That's
like
the
that.
point.
Unless he
Yeah,
has a
sure.
phase where he spawns minions, which is also useless because you're using it to kill the minions.
Like the
Yeah.
damage and crowd control, like the crowd clearing, it's there. I can see this thing working. But against single target, wow. Bro, please do more.
I
can
don't
dash
like taking
but can
CME,
you?
if I'm gonna be honest.
Like just you being locked into place during that entire fucking move, unable to cancel it. Or honestly, why would you cancel it?
Also, when it bugs out, I hate it when it bugs out.
If just cancel it just to be able to, you know, get out of that. Like you lose damage, but you'd also be able to get
How
out
do you
of
cancel
that.
like say you get a kill while doing it, like you get a kill early, like you killed a squishy with it. You should just cancel it, have the cast, and then be able
Yeah.
to cast it again when you're relatively safe.
Yeah.
It's either
I've
give it
killed
let
many
you
squishies
cancel
with
it, or give it iframes while you're stuck in there. Cause what, you only have iframes when you're dashing to the location? I don't even know if you have the
Yeah.
iframes. Might just be
You have
intangibility.
iframes during it, but they wear off faster than you might think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the iframes are not good on this side.
That and it's a physical skill.
I mean,
Yeah.
physical could be good. if it
Physical
was-
Kira is fun. You shut your up.
Yeah.
No. I'm not saying physical cure is not fun. Relax. Like shit, even the hyper build is all physical.
Mhm.
Hold on.
Man,
hold on.
if they stopped nerfing basic attacks, don't worry, they're gonna nerf them again next time.
Like come on, this is all physical.
PK.
All
Okay,
physical
you're
right
not-
here.
Okay,
I
okay.
love
is
how
all
quick you
physical.
had that.
This game is so memeable, by the way.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd say high A, low B. I mean, sorry, low A, high B.
I'd agree with that.
we got a lot of B's.
We have a lot of
honestly,
excellent-
I mean, a lot of them
would-
are middle of the road.
You going
I
with
put it
B?
in middle of the road.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because you need investment
Also,
to be
it's
able
an
to use
epic.
this thing multiple times. Because like as you get higher, you need spec into damage. But God forbid you miss, you need spec into CDR, which you're already doing for most abilities anyways. And to need
Well,
one of that for this ability to
think-
be even close to functioning, yike.
Well, its strength is that like you don't have to spec into CDR, and you can just focus on damage, and then you can just kind of try to nuke everything.
Well, that's
But
fair.
then if you miss, then it's kind of like.
Or if you're
And
fighting
that's the
single
same
target.
ideology that goes
That's
with
assuming you're
Dragon
not
Breath.
in like single target rooms.
Yeah,
Here
I'd argue
as
dropping
well.
it. I'd argue dropping it to C because like once you get to the boss, you're not clicking that button ever.
That's a good
Yeah, okay.
point.
I honestly
Yeah.
I do think it should be in C because it's literally just useless in Grand Golem.
Grand Golem and any like boss or like
Say any like single target damage area.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
the elite room or stuff. Too.
Yeah, the elite room,
Yeah.
or like as you get on to like
Whenever I
the
have
the
this
late
build,
20s,
I
and you have those golem
literally-
enemies, resist physical, so fuck your see me, and like 2,000
No, actually
health.
no. Those rooms are fine because if you kill
They have
one
the
enemy, then like
mobs.
3 more come out, so you can just
Yeah.
use Simi on that.
Oh, well, like, but then you're gonna get to a point where you have nothing but the golems because they have so much fucking HP. And even
Yeah,
then,
no, but you just
with those
but you
rooms,
just-
there are so much shit going on. You being locked into Simi is ass.
Yeah, no, okay, that's very true.
Because the shit that does the most damage to you is gonna live a Simi. Those laser crystals, they're gonna live a Simi.
Yeah.
Like, God, thank
Oh, I
God
hate
they don't
laser
they don't
crystals.
have resistances, but God, they're way too fucking tanky and so fucking annoying. I hate them so much.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh
my
my
god.
Crazy.
All right, where are we putting Summer Rain?
Okay,
I think this is
I
a
put
lot
this
better
low
than
A.
people-
Yeah.
Low
I
A.
say low A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever since this thing got buffed,
pretty well.
It kind of does
And you can
everything.
yeah,
It
you
does
can do
support, it does damage,
AoE,
it does
you
blight, it does
attack,
like literally everything.
support. You can be a support with this.
No,
Actually,
you
it
can't
does
be a
support
full-on support with this, but it
Well,
does do support.
It does.
yeah,
have
'cause
support
it buffs
ability.
teammates damage. I forget what is it? 10% it does?
I can't remember the exact stat, but it does buff within that area.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty significant buff too.
And
Yeah,
thank
so
God
it's like-
this thing got buffed to actually do fucking damage. All my
I
homies
know, I'm-
remember when
bro.
this thing used to do 6 damage.
I
6
don't
Literally, it did
the-
1 damage
Fuckaroos.
per tick.
1 damage
per
per
tick.
tick for 6 ticks.
I remember.
It
I don't
was so
remember
bad.
that.
Well, that was the March
That was
playtest.
in
It got
yeah, that
buffed
was in March.
the very next playtest. But like, this shit was just ass. Now it actually hits. Like in cases,
What's
like,
crazy? What's
Go ahead.
crazy is Helen was a summer rain truther before it was buffed.
Helen, I don't know what the fuck you were on, but God bless you.
She was the reason this got buffed. Smiley face.
Yeah.
It could have been. It could
You know,
have been.
we can leave
I
that in
wouldn't
our
be
head
surprised.
cannons.
I'm putting that in divers only.
But yeah,
Oh, wait.
But
Oh,
shit,
I
hold on.
can't do
I'm gonna
that.
put this.
I
hi,
realize
A?
I can't do that.
Probably,
with
yeah,
all the,
hi, A. You're gonna
that's
probably
a
agree
good,
on that.
it does have stocks. It
I'd
is
say,
very
yeah.
nice.
It has 2 stocks, yeah. Alright, we're
Yeah,
on
let's
Tell
get
Me now.
Ooh, tell me.
Okay, this is
Tell me
definitely
where
S.
this goes.
Not even a
Where
question.
are we ranking Tell
S.
Me?
Totally S
Uh,
tier. S tier.
Honestly,
I think
I don't think so.
it's above Party Starter.
This thing is
I-
absurd.
It also like I don't know. It kind of costs a lot of mana.
I'd say this definitely goes down to Hyper because they have tested it to hell and back.
That's okay. You know that's true.
Hey,
We'll leave
the-
this to Hyper.
the thing with Tell Me, like, it's got range like a motherfucker. Like,
Sure.
You just don't interact. Yeah, exactly.
the aiming, how it shows you that line, it goes way past that fucking, it goes way past that
I
thing.
know.
Yeah, it's basically
Um,
infinite.
Third.
And
It
having
does a
Kira
shit ton
have
of
a
damage.
ranged ability,
base.
Yeah.
Infinite Pierce, great. And multiple stocks. It's just,
It's so absurd. It's so.
I don't
absurd.
know. Cause now I'm thinking about it. It's like, cause like I want to put in an S, but it's like, does Tell Me deserve to be in the same tier as the skill that doesn't let you that you don't need to play the game for, the berries and High Striker? Because like I'm even tempted to move fucking
Yeah, I would say
Party Starter
thinking
down
of
here.
putting Party Starter a little bit down, yeah.
Because like
So
functionally
No,
this
you
is
don't
a
need
better
to.
Party Starter, just outrip.
the thing
Yes.
you tell me is that it has stocks. It does absurd damage with low investment.
Like
It helps you guys nuke the boss. It has a modal like damage where you can either tap it or you can hold it to do even more damage. I don't know, it's just
It's
such
a more
very
flexible party starter, pretty much.
It is so
Yeah.
flexible and it's so useful. It kind of makes builds. It's a like just being it being in your bar just makes the build.
Yeah, but berries though.
It's
It's
like
good for berries. It immediately
before-
explodes berries.
before when I was doing the the solo ability runs, and I was doing Tell Me. Tell Me was I would have put it in S, no problem. I probably would have put berries in B. But ever since I meddled with the berries, and figured out that these guys are the most crack fucking things in existence.
Yeah.
Tell Me doesn't seem that busted anymore.
Yeah.
Compared to berries,
It's still
yes.
really good though.
Compared to every other ability, though.
Cause like the thing, like
Okay,
the
are we
thing
saying
with,
that Tell Me is
Skill.
worse than Harvest
Combined
Moon?
skills.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
no, I'll just move it. Let's move all three of them down. Let
That's
me.
fair.
Yeah, we did kind of have two.
Yeah, that's right, that's
BSs.
I'll move Never Look Back to B. Top of B, because that thing
Nah,
is a
maybe
physical
that's fair.
nuke.
I love Never Look Back so much.
Yeah. So now this looks a bit better.
Yeah.
It looks a lot more balanced, for sure.
But Tell Me, really good, really flexible, not as broken as the berries, because if you want the damage, you have to commit to it.
Do you though?
Well, yeah, to charge it. If you want maximum damage, you gotta commit
Oh.
to it. You have to
I
commit
thought
to
you
standing
meant, like,
still.
Unless you have CDR, because if you have CDR, tapping it, like spam tapping it, does way more damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It only affects
misunderstood
like
what you
just a
meant.
straight line, whereas berries you can deploy it, have enemies lure it, literally. You can lure shit to berries. You can make enemies detonate berries for you. You can make a mage kill itself. Like name a skill where you let a mage kill itself. Name one.
Yep.
Center? No, that's not really.
No.
Not really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
time to
break-
move on to Ren. Where's Breaking Point going?
That shit
Right,
going straight to D. Actually, okay, no, that's not actually.
No.
I
this
think it
This
is
one's
like
the- this one's the
C.
attack one.
C.
The attack, is this the attack?
Breaking Point is
No,
the
no.
shield sharing.
It did,
Yeah.
Shield,
yeah, it's
yeah.
shield share, and then after you shield share, you get like increased shield intake.
Yeah. With Breaking Point, you have to spec into it, otherwise it is pretty much buns. However,
Yeah.
there is the also side thing that it is a rare. It is very hard to find.
Oh, I put it in D
Um,
because of that.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
You
it
need
is
two
low
rares.
simply
You need
because
two
of that.
rare. Well, you need Saint for this thing to be even
Yeah.
remotely fucking useful.
Right.
Yeah, you need
Yeah,
Saint or
it's very
Hannes.
dependent on Saint.
But even then, once you have Saint,
Even then,
why are
it's-
you using
it's not
Breaking
that
Point?
great.
Right.
Your
Exactly.
teammates are gonna have
Exactly.
shields regardless.
You're already giving people shield with Saint and Hana, so why would you ever need to give it with Breaking Point?
Like
Yeah.
literally.
I
I'd
put
move
it
it
in,
into
if it was
F for
both,
that.
I put it in F. Yeah. No, I would
Yeah.
never pick up this skill.
All right.
No, but it's funny
still-
because you
still
can get
better
to
than
the,
fucking.
the shield cap.
No, I
I
would
mean, there is no
actually
shield
take,
cap, but-
I would take the other two because at the very least they do more than 0 damage.
I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, no, but Ren's a support. That's not fair to make a comparison.
Howling Strike or whatever that.
Howling
No,
Crescendo.
No, wait, hold on. No.
Don't
me
you
out.
love Kira? You should know all of her fucking skills by now. Hello.
Breaking
Look, I
Point
never
shield
took this
the
skill
Saint as
because
well.
it's so bad. The one between the middle left one right now. What's it
Yeah,
called
it's
again?
basically like a
Howling
beam
Crescendo.
that like is
This is Flaming
stronger
Flourish, Howling
with the
Crescendo,
more stacks
and
of
Breaking
blight you
Point.
have. Or
Howling.
the more stacks that
that
enemy has.
thing was so useless every time I tried to run it.
In the March playtest, the Howling and Flaming Flourish hit like fucking trucks. They were, oh my god, if you had stacks,
They're pretty decent.
those motherfuckers would nuke everything. Because, they properly fucking worked.
Oh yeah, it was my favorite. Flaming Flourish, by far my favorite ability of those.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of them.
But now that they nerfed how it interacts with Blight, and it's so dog shit. Rest in
But
peace.
generally,
Cool ass skills.
You have to charge that thing up, and it still does no damage.
Oh
for
no, you don't have
some
to. You don't have to
reason.
charge it. It's just you just tap it and go.
Yeah.
It does a laser.
Howling?
It's just imagine Jet Flare, but it nukes. That's pretty much what Howling Crescendo was. Well, it's shorter too. It's just
I
a
don't know,
shorter
it
Jet
just-
Flare that nukes. Well, that used to nuke.
used to.
It does like 12 damage now.
Yeah, 13
Yeah,
damage,
okay.
level 4, 10 Lunastacks. 13 damage a tick.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened?
It's so bad.
What did we do?
And
That's
as
what
Kira-
happened.
And specifically
You
as
guys got
Kira,
the
you're standing
13
still.
damage?
Yeah, even worse. Well, like the standing
I-
still, it's not even that bad because it's really short. It's a lot shorter than you think it is. but it does nothing. It does fuck off. It does nothing.
Yeah.
This thing needs some love.
Yeah.
A lot of
needing some
abilities
love,
need
though,
love.
Genuinely, I am going to argue for Breaking Point at least to be put in D, specifically because one, it can give your SDs shields as well, and two,
Sure.
what's it called? It's very easy and quick shields. If you have shields, you can give it to all of your teams so quickly,
No.
and it's got
Yeah,
a
the
relatively
only
large area
downside
as well.
the only downside is one is dependent on Saint, and two it does leave you vulnerable for like 2 seconds, and you just but like that's not really that big of a deal because you get
But,
just
like,
shield back pretty
it at
quickly.
least does something, unlike the F tiers.
But no.
The F tiers
Kitsu,
do nothing, whereas Breaking Point, it has a point where it can actually do something. Versus the others, they just don't do shit.
I also feel like up until the boss, I mean, it almost feels like everyone's kind of doing their own thing, so you're never really around maybe more than like one other person for it to like trigger into.
And I
No,
was
no,
just
it's a
about to bring that up
large
too. Yeah. Yeah, Kitsu.
it's pretty big.
I'll give that to you. Nice. All right.
Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
even a fucking question.
Wait, is
Okay, that's
That's
Dragon
Dragon
Breath. That's the
That's
symbol
Dragon
for
Breath,
Dragon
yeah.
Breath.
The icon just doesn't show up in the game.
Yeah.
Right. It's
okay?
just-
I thought I was crazy. It's like, wait, is which one?
All right.
Because I never seen the symbol for Dragon Breath.
Kalani, you're the Ren main. Take it away.
Yeah.
Hey,
Take it away.
Okay, Dragon Buster. Let me tell you about Dragon Buster. You
No,
know-
explain
okay.
why Dragon Breath is so high, dumbass.
Oh, I thought we were just skipping over that because
No.
it's just so fucking broken. Okay.
no, we
Explain
Okay,
it for
Dra-
the dev.
okay.
We're sending this to the devs.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's true. Okay. So
Mixed damage.
Dragon Breath. Okay, wait. Actually, I'm gonna send a clip in the chat, and I want your guys' opinion on it.
Okay.
it's okay. Wait. Start.
Hell, I can't even grab my clip of Dragon Breath.
Yeah, pull them both up.
Oh, is it just the one where you do like 700 damage per tick?
No, it's I'm doing 11.
Oh right, yeah, it was okay. Yeah.
No, well,
It was
I
like
don't
a-
want to
it
look
was
at
like
mine. You go for yours.
It was like 1,000. Yeah.
Mine's not
Yeah,
as
I'm
impressive as that.
One of the
I'm
really
looking
like
for mine right now.
great thing about this ability is it allows you also to have 5 abilities for some reason.
Oh
Because
yeah,
if
the
you
bug.
activate it-
Oh yeah.
If you
I put it in the
activate
VC
it
chat.
and then just simply choose another ability in its place,
Yeah, just
just
mute the
get 5
audio
abilities.
because there's like that one random person just like joined the VC and started like with their McDonald's mic and started screaming in the mic for some reason.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh
imagine-
yeah, that is chunking.
Alright, I'm looking at it now.
oh
Look at
my
this
god.
chunk.
Yeah, no, okay.
Yep.
Mind you, for this run, I'm only specking into damage because health doesn't matter if you can just kill everything in one shot. And I was killing everything in one shot. There was no enemy that survived any of my attacks. I
Well,
can
you
do it.
got
I can
hit
do
by
it.
his
Stack
ability
it in
almost
one
died.
hit.
Yeah, I can.
Why
I can
the fuck
do
did you use
a.
Dragon Dive here? What the fuck?
I just wanted to see how much damage it did compared.
Yeah,
Because
you see
Because
that damage difference.
I can do
300
dash attack into basic attack, and it will kill anything on the screen. Like literally, I look in the enemy's direction, it just dies. And this is because Dragon Breath is mixed damage. So anything with synergy with magic and physical is both contained into Dragon Breath.
We love Omni.
And
it's
Dragon Breath
not-
stocks don't matter because, or like Buster's candle stocks don't matter because you
not
can just
realize-
have
The dash attack tech,
the
yeah.
dash attack, yeah.
Mhm.
You still need at least one stock for that tech to work, but it's so broken. Like,
Yeah, you're so welcome
just
for
look
telling
in-
you that, by
look
the
at an
way.
enemy and just bye bye.
You were so welcome for figuring that out.
No, I did not realize that was mixed damage for some reason.
Oh yeah, no, it is.
That's
Yeah, it says it in
absurd.
the description.
Mhm.
That's
I-
Okay,
I
if
play
it
a
wasn't
lot
mixed
of
damage, then it wouldn't be as good as it is.
And the scalings for it
Um,
are out of control.
yeah.
Totally out of control.
I don't know. I just always, whenever I did take Ren, I would always take Dragon Breath. I didn't really read the ability for it, if I'm going to be honest. So
You
yeah,
just do that in
I-
nuked?
all you knew. It was
Also,
Buster.
okay. Also, for some reason, switching modes counts as a cast. So, Was
Oh
that one time?
my
I
Star
forgot what
surfing,
is it
yeah.
Star
Star
surfing? Yeah, star
Yeah.
surfing. That's literally just
realize that
it's
was
just free
crazy.
star surfing stacks. You hit that a couple of times in the beginning of in an area, and you just do way more damage.
Even though it's kind of just fucking useless, cause like, bro, you're nuking shit anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's very true, but it's still like if you're not like at that point yet,
Oh wait a
It's
minute.
still
That's
insane.
bigger
Only
damage.
reason I'm putting it beneath it's busted. Only reason why it's the last thing in S tier. It's a rare.
It's a rare.
okay, yeah. One thing, it's a rare. Two, it's a little riskier, because for that to work, you really just need to spec everything into damage. So getting hit is really bad.
And you need to consistently do the dash attack tech. And now that you can, the way they changed Brent's dash attack, so where you can't change.
Yeah, they did
with
make
the
dash
attack.
attack way harder to maneuver.
Like unintended side effect of nerfing Dragon Breath, but you can't maneuver as well as you used to anymore.
That being said,
Yeah.
It's still
everything
fucking
just
busted.
dies.
It's still
So
fucking
yeah,
busted.
no,
It's strong.
like because the entire
Speaking of-
strategy is just don't get hit if you can't get hit if everyone's already dead. So yeah.
And like you're not supposed to be
Speaking
getting hit
of,
because you're dashing
maneuver-
most of the time anyways. Because
Speaking
you're,
of-
Yes, but you're
doing the
left
tech.
vulnerable when you do a dash tag.
Well, yeah, but even then, you're dashing out of the way to reposition anyways.
Yeah, of course.
So like,
Speaking of
it's not. Like,
maneuverability, it
you should not be taking damage
it
anyways.
did
Like regardless.
affect me playing Ren a lot. Because the few times I did play Ren, the previous playtest to the last playtest, it was kind of fun, like doing the maneuver. You know what I mean. But then this last playtest, it felt so bad without having the precision to like dash and then dash attack.
Well, I think it felt like weirder, but like I quickly got used to it.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah.
you can still do like some pretty optimal combos with it. It's just harder.
They did change it intentionally because the change in velocity definitely messed up with some of the collision boxes.
It
Yeah,
definitely
that's
was
why they
bugged,
changed
though.
it.
I
Because-
understand why. I understand why. It's just it did not feel as good to play Ren.
It didn't
No,
feel as
but,
good, but I
uh,
did
I-
like you have to think more about where you're doing it, your dash attack, because
Because
it
now,
gave so
now
much
you
like
need to
movement
space
freedom.
yourself
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
to where
it's
every
Basically,
dash
Ren
and
did
the
not
hitbox
do
can
that.
connect.
he's a
also
support.
did
He's not
not
even. It's
play
not.
a lot
It's
of
not like he's
Ren.
Kira.
Yeah, I did not play a lot of Ren. Regardless, I mostly played Kira and then Effie on the side.
Kalani,
Dragon Buster.
take it away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are we
This is-
putting
I
this?
think this is definitely Ren's most underrated ability, in my opinion. Everyone thinks it's like not that great because you have to stand still, and then they realize that you can just press the power button again, and you get an invincible dash that goes across the screen and does insane damage. So
This is all on
I
you.
think yeah,
All on
okay,
you.
Dragon Buster, in my opinion, is actually like quite a good ability. It's just harder to use than like Dragon Breath, mostly because Dragon Breath kills stuff way faster.
Yeah.
It's like slower Dragon Breath on a cooldown,
And it's epic.
and it's epic.
Yeah, it's
Okay, yeah.
epic as well.
Like, okay, the base stats are pretty insane, especially like the cancel dash. I think I would put it in like B, low B.
Low bay. Okay.
Okay.
Because if you're good at using it, you're safe most of the time, and you can kill a bunch of enemies like
Yeah, the
pretty
physical
easily.
slash is very nice.
I don't yeah. Like and it's not mixed, but it does do magic and physical.
Yeah.
Because the slash is physical and then the shots are
Bullet.
magic.
Yeah.
So like it can like no matter what damage type you get, it's still gonna be beneficial.
Mhm.
But yeah. I think it's good.
All right. Honestly,
Wait, really? How could you tell?
Is this
high B or low A? Where
Okay, the base stats on
like-
this, the base stats on this ability are insane. You get this early game and like it does so much damage.
The only downside of this
Um,
ability, it does not get any its cooldown does not decrease no matter what level you have it on. That's the only downside of this ability.
It's for CDR.
You
like, even if
need
you have
CDR
infinite
for this thing to
CDR,
work.
No, even if you
CDR,
have
are you-
infinite CDR, like the
What's
the
the
cast time takes a little long. and it's like you don't really your DPS isn't like that crazy, right? Like the potential, like the ceiling for its potential is like not as high as like something like Dragon Breath or like Dragon Buster, but I still think it's better than Dragon Buster because of the base stats. This will carry you
Yeah.
early mid game.
Like this thing is
Yeah,
literally just a
balance.
fucking nuke, just outright.
Yeah,
just
no,
it does a
it-
bajillion fucking damage, but it's on a 21-second cooldown permanently, unless you get any CPR.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
only downside of this thing.
Really help it.
I
Yeah,
never
specking
got
into
Dragon
physical,
Dive
it
in
still
any
does
of my run
insane
runs.
damage.
Yeah.
Like I think it's like top of B, low A.
I'd say low A. Definitely low A.
I think it is better
I-
than it's
I do
better
it for
than Never Look Back.
Unironically, I did it for movement.
Like the thing is, with Never Look Back, you get cooldown out of it though.
And crit.
Yes, but Dragon Dive is so much easier to just nuke with.
Yeah, so much
Yes.
easier to nuke with. You have the movement options. You barely miss it ever, unless you're bad.
Never
at
Also,
Look
it.
it's just
Back-
cool.
I've seen Kalani miss
Never
this
Look-
way too many fucking times. I don't know what you mean.
Never
You
Yeah,
never
but okay,
miss
that's
it.
me. I'm not good.
What
Okay,
do you mean you
shush.
never miss it? Hold on.
Okay, it 80%
Okay,
chance. you
one,
hit
I'm not
these every
good.
time.
Two, yeah, no, that's it.
Genuinely though, Dragon Dive, one of my favorite abilities of all time for the movement, for the damage, and even having it as like a pseudo support build, that extra movement just to get closer to your teammates, to the enemies, whichever it is, it's so useful to have.
Yeah, I don't think it goes into A because we have Tell Me, Party Starter, Can't Stop Me, Get Pumped, Summer Rain in there.
Okay,
I do not think Dragon Dive comes
Zoro-
close to
Zoro
them
can
at
remember
all.
this. Me being able to nuke with Dragon Dive back in Playtest 2, but to be fair, that was back in Playtest 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, scaling changed.
Scaling has changed. Dragon Dive. Dragon Dive has
Or-
changed.
I think it is top of B, just bar none. This thing is great. Cooldown is the only issue, which is other than
Yeah,
that.
top of B, I'm
it's
fine
fucking
with that.
great.
That makes sense.
And it's
say top of B,
it's
yeah.
the meme of Starlight Revolver. It's the meme of Starlight Revolver.
Okay. Okay,
How
guys,
does
we
it
got-
scale,
I
by
don't-
the way?
I'm gonna get
Like,
real
in terms of
angry
damage?
for a second.
Oh,
I'm gonna get
alright, move it.
real angry for a second. I just want to tell you guys, why the fuck is this a legendary? Can someone please tell me? Why is it? Okay, let's see the cooldown. Let's see the
So
cooldown.
first off, what is this ability? I would
It's
like to
because-
This
This is
Hana's
Hana's melody.
Why is that at 100 seconds? 100
It's because
seconds of cooldown.
that one dev really
What
liked
were
it.
they thinking when
That
they
one
made
dev
this
really
ability?
liked
This ability is literal dog shit. It's worse than anything on this list because it's just worse SD Saint. How can the legendary be worse than the rare? What is like?
I'll fight you
And
on
it's
that.
only its only benefit. It has initial shields. One, like okay, that's kind of good. It's on a 100-second cooldown. Two, it reflects projectiles, which it doesn't even do sometimes. Like the projectiles sometimes just go straight through the Hana's melody, and it's just useless. Okay, thank you for listening to my TED talk. I will sit back and let Athena talk.
Yeah, free
Okay.
the time.
Instant shield, better for early game. SD Saint takes so much investment to get it online. Hana's Melody, instant shield, more reliable. It has a 100-second cooldown, but if you can put it down, it's okay. I'll put it in
Yeah.
C, not in
I
F.
I will.
really
Okay,
problem
I
with
agree
that
that
is
it's better, but the instant shield is not much. I think it's like 15. Like you need to upgrade it for the instant shield to like actually like do something. Yeah, if
It's
anything,
better for saving your
Melody takes
teammates.
It is very nice for saving your
That-
teammates, especially
that's
with the
that's true.
projectile
But
reflection.
Hana's Melody takes so much more investment than SD Saint will ever do.
It does.
I'm just saying, it's
And
more
if
mana,
you
it's more
wanted-
CDR.
If you wanted,
It is a bigger area, and that's kind of it.
If you wanted instant shielding, you would have Here's a Sun, because it does instantly shield in an area
Yeah,
around
that's
you
true.
after you land.
No, I mean
Yeah.
instant shielding for my teammates.
No. It gives
It
shields
does
to
get
your teammate.
to teammates. Yeah,
Oh,
Heroes
do?
Ascent was
Yeah, it
actually
does.
a little
it
bit.
does. And also, Here's a Scent. Okay, no, okay, let's just transition
and-
to Here's a Scent. I think we can.
Oh yeah,
I
it
think,
is
I
next.
think Hana's Melody is worse. Hana's Melody is worse than Breaking Point. What are we doing?
No.
Good day, y'all.
Good day.
Here's a Sen, middling damage,
Hello.
but stopping shield decay and giving shield to your allies based on the HP, based on your HP.
Now I think
Well,
this is
HP
a
lost, my
really good
bad.
utility. It's really good utility wise. It does like fuck all for damage. I don't know if I would put it in B
High
because
speed.
if you're not
I'd say B.
Mobility-
if you're not going full
I'd try
shield,
that.
it's kind of useless.
The mobility is really nice on it as well, though. If
Yeah.
it's
I'll
the
be
ability
honest,
to take it
I
out.
like Hero's Ascent more than Dragon Dive.
That's
So
exactly
yeah,
what I was going to
110%.
say.
Well, yeah.
I would definitely go Heroes Ascent over Dragon Dive every time.
Not,
Well,
not
okay, I would go
every-
Hero's
Oh,
Ascent
yeah,
over
and it gets
Dragon Dive if
cooldown
I already have
buffs, too.
Saint.
Yeah.
Fair, but
It's,
even then,
it is good for
shield
the
is- that's
instant
not terrible.
shields. It is really good for
And okay,
the shield
this
decay.
does
It helps
okay.
the
Hero's Ascent
team.
also does really
Well,
save you
Mhm.
if you're at low health because
think
every
it's
time you
better
Hero's
than-
Ascent, it gives a big chunk of shield.
But even then, you have to be ass to get to that point. Like, what the fuck? Just don't
Yeah,
be
and
dicks at
I'm
the game.
ass. That's perfect for me.
Okay, get the fuck out.
I don't
This is
think-
for
I
the
don't-
average player.
Oh, okay, that's
It is,
fair.
it is a
Okay.
good move. It's for
Where
Okay,
did
I
it
don't think.
go?
Wait,
Otherwise,
I don't
party
think.
won't
No,
stop.
wait.
Shouldn't be that high.
Hero's Ascent is not over Dragon Dive, right? There's no way.
Hold on, I lost Heroes Ascent. Where'd it go?
It's right
You
next to
put it
Dragon
at
Dive.
Top B.
You put it at top
Top
B.
is where it's at right
Okay, never mind. I see it. Thank you.
My dog.
It is really nice. It is really nice for mobility, for utility. The damage is to be desired. That's why it's not as objectively good as Dragon Dive, but it is still in B. I'd say
It's really
low
good
B.
utility. It's like a good support skill, like a good secondary skill.
Again,
you can have
me
your
playing,
main skill to do damage.
yeah, me
It's
playing
great
the
for
It's one of
utility.
single
the few
support
run
builds
abilities that
for,
I've played with.
for the newbies. Yeah,
It is one of the few run abilities I've played with.
good. You should.
It's
Like,
just an
Heroes Ascent
all-around
is
decent
Yeah.
skill.
good all round.
It's this is like the
Yeah,
most
it's
balanced skill in the
like-
fucking game right here. That's it. The
Yeah,
balanced
honestly,
skill.
yeah, it does reasonable damage. Like it's not anything crazy. It does a little bit, but it is AOE. It helps with shields. It gives shields. It's movement. You know.
Shield decay.
I think.
Remove shield decay.
Yeah, exactly.
The only thing that I'd say is a tiny bit annoying. I understand where it comes from, but tiny bit annoying. The knockback from it. It knocks enemies so far back so that you can't actually
Yeah.
follow it up into a basic attack. Anyway, Hero's Wish. Let's
All
get
right,
on with
hero.
it.
Yeah,
Hero's
hero's
piss.
wish. Hero's
Hero's
piss.
Hero's piss.
Where are you putting this thing?
Okay.
Is that the super
Uh,
laser? that-
Honestly, I'd put
Okay,
it
this-
right next to Jet
It's,
Flare.
it's
Honestly,
like okay. It's really good early game, and then it falls off hard.
Yeah.
I'd
Exactly,
put
so
it
does
right
Jet
next to
Flare.
Jet Flare. It's literally Jet Flare,
Yeah,
but
no,
instead
it's
of Nova,
It's basically
It's
it
Jet
Ren's
Flare.
stuns.
Jet Flare.
It stuns and shields.
exactly.
That's literally it.
Yeah, it's Ren's
Yeah,
Jet
I'd
Flare.
agree.
Oh no, wait. Actually,
And
hold
it does
on.
it does stun. It
Better,
does stun
better
too.
than Jet
It's
Flare,
not
because
magic
Jet
or
Flare's
shield.
Yeah, it does stun.
Jet
I think
Flare's
it does
niche
a
as
little
like
bit less damage, but still.
I'd put it above Jet Flare because Jet Flare's niche as being the Nova stacking thing. it doesn't do that anymore. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do with Nova?
Yeah,
It
also-
sucks ass. I'd
also,
rather,
if you
I'd rather have
don't-
a stun.
If you don't upgrade Hero's Piss or you don't like spec into magic, it does like no damage. It does like
Yeah.
2 damage per tick. It's really bad.
Mm-hmm.
But if you spec into it, it's fine.
Of course.
Yeah. It's quite ironic
Last
that the
mistake.
Ren pisses
F.
haven't put the pissing high.
Okay, I wouldn't put
Until
last
it-
mistake at F.
F.
I think that's a little overreaction.
No,
Okay,
no,
I do think it's
I
bad.
actually tested this
Yes.
with Reshiram. Last
Okay.
mistake is actually very good because it doesn't affect abilities, it affects your basic attack.
Oh, it's basic attack.
But yeah, it only affects basic attack, but the basic attacks turn into your skills.
Yeah. Okay.
For
So
a whole
I have an
think it's 8
explanation
seconds.
why.
Like in terms of the damage boost.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's really damn good damage. For the
Okay,
next
I'm
7
gonna
seconds.
explain why. Last mistake is okay. It's not like horrible,
Yeah, I definitely
right? But it's really not. There's no universe where it goes above B, because getting Tortoise's Might literally makes this ability useless because there's no reason why you would take away your shields with Tortoise's Might.
Exactly.
So it's really just a gamble on whether do you think you're gonna get Tortoise's Might or not. And by the end of the boss, if you have an ability slot that's just like useless, that's like fine. But you also, if you spec into this, it's not. It's just like lost investment.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate, but
But
in,
specking into
like,
this
early game,
can net
fair enough.
some like good damage, but like once you
It's
get
a
towards his might, where
sometimes.
it's kind of
It's a
joker.
sometimes.
Mhm.
Another
So,
bad
yeah,
thing
I think
that
C is.
another thing that you
Polarized
didn't even
versus
mention.
might do
You need Saint for
for
this
the
thing to actually have
non-red
a baller use.
Yeah, it
You
is
need
reliant
you
on
need
Saint.
Saint for this.
Say it again.
And it's
What is-
rare.
Yeah,
And it's
literally,
rare as well.
it's the same thing
Yeah.
as breaking points issue, but at least you get value
Well,
out of
well,
this because
better.
you're
Yeah,
actually
no,
gonna be able
you
to do
can still get
damage.
value off of it, but it's not D tier, but it's definitely not like above B or
Yeah,
any B.
yeah,
I
I'd
think
put
C
it
tier is
low.
pretty appropriate.
Because not only do you need to invest into
You need
Saint, but you
shield.
have to get Saint, then you need to invest into Saint, and you have to invest into this for this to work. Instead of just, alright,
Yeah.
Dragon Breath.
Well,
Just get
actually,
Dragon
you
Breath.
don't have to
win.
like invest
Heavy.
in it too much. Like getting it to like level 2 or 3 is actually like enough if you have
Yeah,
enough
the damage-
Saints.
Level 3 is
That's
enough for most
but-
skills in the game. In terms
Yeah.
of damage scaling, level 3 is just fine.
But like, yeah, then again, there's a charm that just does its job better. Because
Yeah,
you're,
literally.
1, you're safer. 2, it still does like insane damage.
Yeah, 3 tosses might.
It's just, I believe
Yeah.
with, Last Respects, that's a Pokemon move. Last Mistake.
There you go.
God damn
You'll
it.
get it eventually. You'll
No,
get it eventually.
This is the second time.
Yeah.
The thing is, I believe, for Taurus's Might and Last Mistake,
There we go.
say if you have the like 200 shield, I believe Last Mistake is gonna net you more damage if you upgrade it a bit. Versus
Yes, it will.
Taurus's Might. But then it's just like, alright, do I want to be safer and do a bit less damage? Or do I want to say, fuck my shield, I'm running you for your
Okay,
shit.
the thing is, if you have another ability like, I don't know, Dragon Dive, Dragon Breath, Dragon Buster, you can be safer and still do like
Yeah.
pretty much the
much
same amount of
damage,
damage
yeah.
if you've
Mhm.
been putting anything into those abilities or like magic or physical or
Yeah.
anything like that.
It's pretty much like just like which path do you want to go? Safer
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
skill buffing or balls to the walls, I'm running your shit in. Because I can definitely see Last Mistake absolutely nuking shit. But
No, yeah,
again, you need Saint or Infinite Hana's Melody. You need a source of shielding. And infinite sources of shielding
Hana's
outside
Melody
of
not
Party
doing
Don't Stop
anything.
is ass.
Okay, you know when Hana's Melody was broken? You want to know? It was when Quick Wit did
over it.
60% CDR.
Literally,
I
yeah.
loved Hana's Melody in the April playtest. That shit was so fun. Now it's so buns.
No, that was the first May playtest.
Was it? Wait.
It was the
wait,
first May playtest.
It wasn't?
It was the first May playtest, yeah. May 1st.
Yeah, okay.
The April playtest was
Oh no, yeah, you were right.
Healer
You're
of
right, you're right.
Alzheimer's. That's the charm you would
Yeah,
get.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, my bad.
Because what's it
Shall we
called?
get
They
onto the
went and made charm changes, and they made Quick Wit from 8% to 6%,
Bro,
I think.
I'm about
or
to
was it
get angry
10%
again.
to 6%?
I'm about to get angry.
Anyways,
again.
they made
I'm about to get
6%
angry
and they
again.
added a 0. To like,
to tweak out
Any
that.
Ren player is gonna start seething when they see this. Okay, one.
No,
why is
no,
it? Why is Rebloom epic?
oh,
Please someone tell
I
me.
didn't even know we're moving
No,
on.
Rebloom's
All right,
bullshit.
Rebloom.
Please tell
Worse
me.
than the other two. Bar none.
Yeah, okay.
Literally,
At least it's
I would
AOE.
rather-
It stuns. Literally the only reason why this is like
Oh, wait, you said it
anyone will pick
stuns?
this up is stuns.
You
It
said it
stuns if
stuns
they have
better than the other two.
Gaia. If they have it doesn't stun if they don't have Gaia. They need Gaia. Like,
Well, like,
what?
It doesn't
And
stun. It doesn't. You need to have Gaia for it to even function. It's an
Yeah.
epic.
It's an epic.
Well,
Okay,
at least
even-
it gets a
full-
function
full
if you
Gaia
have
stack.
Blight. Unlike the other two, at least it has a function if you get Blight. Well, fuck it. We've talked about that enough. All right, SD Saint.
Yeah, okay.
There
Where
we go.
Yeah, I
This is
wonder what tier
post-nerf
this is
Saint.
going
Like
in.
S
The
tier.
Goofy
I actually
goober
don't
himself.
like this skill.
I don't
Yeah,
like
Okay,
it. either.
Afina, I know you don't like the skill because Sinner exists, but you know,
No, it. I don't get CDR.
Yeah.
What?
There's
I'm just
I
gonna be
think
over here
honestly,
enjoying my
current,
okay, it is dependent on CDR.
current
What do
patch,
you-
I think Saint is
What do you
kind
mean
of
by you
balanced.
don't get CDR? Like you don't?
Balance,
Get
yeah.
it?
I would
When
say
you
Saint is
get-
significantly more balanced.
I think it's at the bottom of S, like genuinely.
I would not put it in S.
Like,
No, I would not
I
put it in
would
S.
not.
Damn.
either really good, or you're doing nothing for the entire game with these guys.
Yeah.
Well, every time I get Saint, okay, maybe I'm just like really lucky, but like every time I get Saint, I find the CDR I need, and then it's
Yeah, I
just
feel like
used.
CDR is not hard to find, and you don't need that much of it per se.
Even if you find one like here for the vibes, you're pretty much set.
You say that like here for the vibes isn't like crack for Ren.
Yeah.
It's like
Like okay,
there are like multiple
like top
problems
of
with
A would
Saint.
also make sense because because if you have Saint, you have to spec into it. You are a support player if you have Saint. You can't not be a support player. In
I
Saint.
actually
Last mistake.
I can actually say the opposite for this. My pseudo support was Dragon Dive, Hero Ascent, Saint, or Hannah's Melody, and just something else.
Well,
You don't
okay,
have
the one
to-
ability that makes you have DPS is Terra Striker. With like if you're just specking
yeah.
everything into Saint. Like that's when, especially if you have CDR, you can just spam Terra Striker and you chunk the boss.
And you get shield for it.
Yeah, like I feel like shield is like such an important part of Ren's kit that like,
Well, like,
not
almost
having
all his abilities
CDR, I
play
mean
off
not
of
having like a Saint, like okay, let's say like we take Saint out of the equation for Ren, like a lot of
Yeah.
his abilities would be pretty useless.
it. Yeah, like,
Yeah,
you wouldn't even
Hero
get his
Ascent
shield.
Yeah, I think that
Without-
needs to be fixed for Ren.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at least for his current state, I do think that Saint is either top of A or bottom of S.
I feel like it really is make or break. I feel top.
I
A
think it's
even more than
bottom of A.
It's like
But
with
bottom-
Saint, there are like
No.
like
It's an A, definitely.
the thing
Okay.
with
Yeah,
Saint
'cause
is
I-
not only do you need to
I
get
think
it,
A
which
is
is
fine.
rare, it's
Yeah, no, it's rare.
probably
That-
one
that's
of the
the point I
most
was gonna
high
bring up.
investment skills of powers because you need CDR, you need to upgrade it so it doesn't die and it can actually shield itself and other people in mass portions, and you need mana because remember this thing costs a fuck ton of mana now. Like you
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
you could barely cast 2 with Ren's base
And
mana
it
pool.
increases
So you need
in-
you
I
need
have
to
I have a counter argument. Charge attack exists. That shit gives you
Yeah,
like
that
half
shit
your
just-
mana
that
bar
shit
in
just
one
gives
attack.
You a full mar. Yeah,
that's fair.
yeah.
Like
I second that notion.
that's
Dab me up.
like during the boss, you basically like don't run out of mana because you charge attack once and then half your mana bar is already filled up.
It's like outside of
Yeah.
boss though,
You don't- okay,
You get
you
your
don't
2
need
Saints
100%
down, and then you have to
CDR.
wait for the charge attack. God forbid your Saints are not upgraded. Depending on certain rooms, your Saints are fucking dying immediately. Your
Yeah.
Saints are
Exactly.
dying immediately in,
Yeah,
in certain
it
rooms,
does-
which is the only like. It's like god damn, you need so much investment for this thing to be the end all be all, like a Party Don't Stop or High Striker.
I will say it does higher investment than like Party Don't Stop. Party Don't Stop just does everything for you.
Yeah,
It's
we
like
already know
to,
that.
it's
Yeah.
to
Yeah, I see you guys are aware.
Well, Party Don't Stop is like the solo version of SD Saint. Except,
Yeah.
The only
Like it's
So
not.
I would not put Saint in S tier. I would not. A
Yeah,
tier,
no, I
I
wouldn't
can
put-
see it, but
Yeah.
it takes so much investment to get this thing rolling and to be really fucking
Right.
strong. Like way
That's a
too
good
much.
point.
Like you need to get really
Uh-huh.
lucky to have this thing at full investment.
And you
Could
might
be
not even
lower.
need like that much shield anyway.
I mean,
That's fair.
you- like really, you don't need like 100% CDR. You don't need like all this mana.
Oh, yeah,
Like even if you're
Tristan.
getting like 100 shield, like constantly by just walking
Yeah,
into a
yeah.
couple SDs, that's still like really good.
That's fine, yeah.
You could tank like 4 hits with 100 shield.
But I would not put this in S. I'd put this like
Low. I think
I'd put her right above
Athena
Harvest
was
Moon.
spitting. Yeah, low A.
It's
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with this being an A.
pre-nerf. Pre-nerf. S tier immediately.
Okay, no, pre-nerf,
Pre-nerf,
that
this
shit
thing's
was
busted.
so easy to build for.
And
Like,
So
it was a
easy,
common, it had
common.
no mana.
Oh,
with
Bro,
how
you get
the
you get
how
a
the
diamond
skill-
gotcha ball going.
like-
That shit, like you didn't even need CDR. You just needed a
Dead
diamond gotcha
ass.
ball, and that was
Yeah.
it.
But
yeah,
actually,
it's much more
looking at it
balanced now.
and thinking about the like invest against Dragon Dive against Never Look Back, it could be in B.
I think so too.
looking at the investment of like other skills here.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, but like I feel like
Drag dive
once you
or
get
back
it,
dive.
once you get SD Saint rolling, you basically just secure the win because nothing can
That's
kill
true.
you.
If you
It
get
is
it
kind
rolling.
of-
Get there.
Right, you have to get there.
I guess
and
I'm
by
just-
the time you're
am I
there,
just,
I
like,
mean,
that
your team is
lucky?
like good enough to have
Yeah,
already.
but-
I
gotten
don't know.
there.
I was
Exactly.
very
If
close to State as well.
I'd say
felt
like I
was very
get like a
surprised with
90% success rate every time I pick up SD Saint. I just win.
Anyway, shall we go to Sentinel?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Sentinel. Ren mains.
I think
I'll leave it
I
to this.
really-
Like, dog
I
shit.
really
not a
want to like
sleeper.
Sentinel, but like again, you need to commit to
Yeah.
like building into Sentinel for Sentinel to like actually be good.
I also just felt
Yeah.
like it never really popped off. Like I never
My
really
fault.
get
I'm
much
just
value
saying.
from it.
Like
Is
it
that
does.
I don't know if it like does the effect or not. Like I think they need an indicator to know I got the
Yeah,
effect.
Yes,
that's
I
true.
definitely believe that's an indicator.
Yeah.
That is helpful.
hmm
Because
I just felt
Like,
like it
it
wasn't doing
does-
anything when I picked it.
like there is like some notable like damage increase, but that's only after you upgrade it and like spec into it so much, right? Like
Yeah.
like when I upgrade and spec into it that much, I would expect it to do way more. Like I could spec into the same like stuff for SD Saint, and SD Saint would just strictly be better.
I would love
would
a
agree.
way
Yeah.
to know, like, to track the damage or the shielding that each ability does. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Yes,
like
that'd be
a
nice.
diver specific or
Yeah.
like a yeah.
Like at the
kinda
end, right?
stat.
Like shields given, damage boosted.
Like
Kinda
no
like
one should
a-
have healing done right now because no one heals.
I don't even think Vivi heals. So
Exactly.
like,
There's someone that you can get, like, one, I think. Maybe? I
Also,
don't know, I might be
quick
wrong.
reminder,
but-
it does
You can only
also
heal
buff
from
friend
like
shield.
like
I mean,
Angel's
buff all
Wings
shields
or whatever the
based
hell
off
Angel's
it
Blessing.
buffs shields given. You said Kitsu.
Yeah, it buffs shields based off Ren shielding. So
Yeah, it
it's,
does.
It is pretty okay, but you do have to spec into it quite a lot.
I'd say top
I
of D
feel like
tier.
I feel like
Its
it's even
base stats
heavier
are,
as
like-
they say.
You know, its base stats are not that great. You have to invest into it.
I'd say top of D, right? That's probably like a fair place to
That's
put
fair.
it.
I can feel
And
that.
also, reminder with all
Yeah.
of this SDs, they increase in mana as you upgrade.
Oh
them,
yeah,
Yep.
bitch ass
which is
mana cost.
insane.
So as it continues, it gets heavier, and though Ren has the charge heavies, his entire kit is pretty mana hungry.
And he has like 90 mana, really low.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
yeah,
Athena's gonna
we
say
have to
this next
decide
one's
back
S,
mana.
but
All right, yeah.
I'm
Where
actually
are
gonna
we
say
putting
I
Sinner?
like Hana's melody more.
wait, actually, I thought you were gonna be like fiending over Sinner.
No, I like Sinner, but I'll be real here. It kind of sucks.
That's
Okay.
a valid
Wow.
stance. I love it,
That-
but it's
I'm
bad.
surprised. I'm
Yeah.
surprised.
I
But
wish
yeah, he's
another Ren main here was actually here, because Reshiram would be able to say so much about Sinner. They do play Magic Ren.
Oh yeah.
I really wish they could be here to explain if Sinner is good, how Sinner is good.
okay.
'cause they-
Remember
they
when we
can
did the
make
all
Sinner
Sinner
work.
run? We did the all Sinner run. That actually wasn't that bad. Like
I mean, it's damage.
obviously
isn't
it wasn't doing like insane damage, but like it was manageable.
The
Right,
only
we were just
issue
expecting
I
it to
see with
magic.
Sinner is that it takes fucking aggro.
Yeah, that it gets
Yes.
that
Bro.
squishy,
Sinner
it's
misses.
high mana.
You need
and it
to get this thing to low. I think it's 4 for it to even take a hit. To take a
Yeah,
hit,
no,
you need
legit,
level 4.
Its survival relies on SD Saint.
Literally,
SDC
yeah.
and-
which
oh,
is
yeah.
super heavy because that's so much mana just to make it work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you need the mana for
Okay, I
Saint,
think
and then you need
they
to
just-
deploy Sinner.
They need to
Yeah.
make Saint do mixed damage, have more range and more health, and then I'll put it in like C.
I mean, Sinner.
Yeah.
Well, the health
mean,
isn't even the
Sinner,
issue.
yeah.
It's the fact that it takes aggro.
No, buff Saint again. Buff Saint again.
Yeah, buff Saint, make it do Sinner's job better
I
than Sinner
no, that's
and
the thing.
shield.
I don't think we need to buff Saint. I think we need to make
Oh yeah, no, we don't.
Saint
I feel
more
like Saint's
accessible,
perfectly fine for where it is.
and that's it.
Yeah, shield and Ren needs to be more accessible. Cause what? His shielding comes from Hero's Ascent, Saint, Hana's Melody, Hero's Wish.
Dragon's Piss,
Yeah, Hero's Wish.
or Hero's Wish.
If you get the
Hero's
whole
Piss.
laser on an enemy, and
Yeah.
a teammate has to
Shield
be
dash.
in the explosion, and
Yeah.
Unbreakable, I
Oh,
think,
breaking
right?
point. Breaking point. Yep. Yeah, when you block or parry, it gives shield around you.
I'm not
The
including
shield was
Breaking
so
Point.
small.
The only reason I'm not including Breaking Point in that list is because you need shield to give shield. So like, what the fuck is the point?
Wait,
Yeah,
so-
and I also feel like it's not a great exchange rate for a shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree.
you
it
have to
doesn't
level
really
it up
give
for it to be good.
that great. I mean, the whole utility is that like it
parries.
one parry, stuns, and then also you can tank a bunch of
Yeah.
projectiles.
But
Yeah,
it's
where,
kinda
where
great.
where are we putting center? Where do you put? Where
I
do
think
we
it's
put
like
Little
right
Man?
next to Sentinel, if I'm gonna be honest.
Like in D or
Yeah.
Well, actually,
top of
Indeed.
it might be better
below
than.
C?
Is it better than
'Cause-
Sentinel? I'm not even
I would
sure.
say, okay, I would say it's better than Sentinel. I'd say
Well, yeah,
low.
Kalani,
Yeah.
we cleared with this thing. It can clearly do damage.
That's true.
Yeah.
We could not clear with
Better than
Sentinel.
last mistake.
Again,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
that's yeah. I would
would
agree.
love to have Reshiram's opinion on this, because again, they are
Yeah.
the Magic Ren. I'd love to see how they stack all of these.
The last run I did was with Reshi, and he went SD center spam.
Yeah. Man,
Hey,
shout
they
outs to
can't knock
Reshiram.
out all your
Yeah.
sinners if you just keep placing a fuck ton and just scatter them everywhere. They can't
Yeah,
kill
exactly.
You have a lot of
The Area
damage
51
going.
strategy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They can't kill all of us.
them all. All right, Terra Striker.
I
Where
did
are
it
we
for
putting
real.
our boy Terra
Okay,
Striker?
the base stats on this are crazy. It hits multiple enemies. There's insane pushback. I mean,
the
it's
only
great
ability
early
that
game.
can trigger a wall slam, like consistently.
Basically.
True.
Okay, it's
Is this
great
the,
early game. It falls off mid game because if you want to scale for this, you really need shield
Actually,
or health,
Is
so it
this
falls off mid-game? and then it goes back up late game.
Let's hear us.
So it's like a
Inverse bell
roller
curve.
coaster.
I just put this
Yeah.
at B. Like it's just that fall off is that the fall off hits.
There's like a
That's so depressing.
yeah, it's because it's so good early game, and then it falls off, and then it comes back. So
Is
It,
this
it
the-
only
the
comes back
ability
if you
that
have
does
shield and the
damage
health
based
scaling
on
for it.
shields?
Yes.
yeah, you need like
Yeah,
okay, if you have the shield and health scaling, which if you have like Saint or something,
This thing can
Then
hit.
It's
Other
yeah.
than that,
It is
it's just
quite
an early
exactly
game
good
sweeping tool.
as well, yeah. Let me find what my solo run was, because I remember I did like a whole solo movement run, and it was Heroes Ascent, Dragon Dive, Terra Striker, and something else, but I can't remember what it was now. Give me a second.
I mean, is there any other movement?
Dragon
stuff?
Buster?
I mean, the dash. I guess.
I didn't actually get Dragon Buster in that one.
He had Reblue
It-
Trust.
Oh no, it was just those three.
Oh, just those
It
three.
was
Okay, that makes
those-
sense.
Okay, yeah,
Sorry.
because I was like, there's no other movement ability.
Yeah.
But yeah, I rate Terra Striker quite highly as well. As Kalani said, it does come back if you have shields. And even so, it's just like it's nice for movement. It's easier unbreakable to parry
Well,
a bit
okay,
of
yeah. It's easier to parry. I do wish that it blocked stuff like while it was happening, and not
But
just the
this time
start.
would be really strong.
Yeah.
That'd be
That's
really
true.
strong. Like, why would you
It's
break
just
a
the
break
visual-
if you did that?
And then why would
It's
you
just
have
the
a
visual
breakable,
is a
yeah.
little confusing because like you have your shield out and you still get hit from the front.
I
where
will
it's
say
like, wait, what?
visually it's a little confusing.
It'd be cool if Terra Striker is like a get pumped. Like you charge the shield, whatever damage you absorb, you fucking charge in and just nuke shit off of
Yeah,
the
that would-
damage
that
you
would-
absorbed. That'd be pretty cool.
And
Honestly,
it would
I think
make
I'd like that
sense
more than
with
what it is right now.
as well.
If it was
Yeah,
like
right now
that.
it's just like big damage sweep with the parry.
It's quite literally the best unbreakable.
Speaking of Unbreakable, where
Yeah,
we
speaking
put
of Unbreakable,
I've literally never
it's-
used the
it's
ability in
only
my
good
life.
for utility.
How good
it's
is
only
ut-
good
how
for
good
like
is
the
the
stun
utility?
utility. The stun.
Its ability, its utility's not bad, but I also feel like it's kind of underwhelming.
Yeah, like
And the fact that it
okay.
also has a mana cost with it. Parrying, if you
Yeah, 'cause
parry something with it, you can't continue.
you hold
with
it-
shields. If you're dealing with multiple hits, you're kind of cucked.
Yeah, if you hold
Like
it
you're dealing with
and
projectiles.
block, you do generate shield for you and your teammates. It's just not that much because it only holds like three hits. I'm not sure how many it holds. Does it upgrade based
I
on?
think it would upgrade, but I can't remember.
Well, like
how
even if it
much.
does like I don't know, even if it does like 5 hits, that's not that much shield it's gonna generate.
Yeah, it doesn't generate much shield. Its parry doesn't mean if you parry, you can't shield.
Yeah,
And
if you
it
parry,
doesn't
it
hold down
locks you out of
Slightly
shield.
more
It's
jank
kinda
as
dumb.
well.
I
Yeah,
spoke to Rishi about Unbreakable. He said it's
Yeah,
kind of
same.
buggy. You still take damage from it.
Yeah,
It's
that
pretty
also
hard.
happens. Sometimes it says,
Yes.
you didn't parry good enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
although parrying is harder on Unbreakable than what was the which
Can't-
FE ability?
Sorry,
Can't stop me.
Or
Yeah,
Can't
Unbreakable
Stop
is
Me?
way harder.
Oh yeah.
yeah, it's
So
just
what-
harder,
Just
less good.
So much
Can't
easier
Stop Me.
than Unbreakable, and Unbreakable is supposed to be the shielding.
So where are we
Yeah, I
putting it?
definitely.
Where'd it go?
I don't feel like it's bad.
Okay,
I
I think
definitely
it's
wouldn't put it above.
it's
D,
better
so I'd probably
than
say
Breaking
C.
Point. We know that.
Yeah.
Well, actually,
I
yeah,
was
it's better than
thinking
Hottest
high
Melody.
D. I was thinking high D.
The-
Yeah, I was thinking
I
high
think it's
D.
somewhere in C.
Yeah.
I don't think it's quite that bad. It's like usable, but it's just
Again,
not
I wanna
very
get
good.
But does it
Yeah.
have it? Does it have like the same utility as all of these though? Is the question like
Yeah, it's good for
like in terms of how underwhelming it
Yeah.
is? It more matches what.
It is a
The
bit
rest of-
situational
Yeah,
too.
no,
For like if
looking
you
at
want to
it,
give
Keith
shield.
Lee's last mistake, no, it does not hold up.
Okay, no, okay. I know Hyper's gonna like the sound of this. It does parry laser.
Oh,
Why the fuck would I want
I mean,
to
it
play
does
laser?
parry
I want that guy dead. I want him dead. I want him gone.
No, it like it stuns them and it stops the attack pattern, and then you have time to kill the laser.
Yeah, that is also very nice.
You,
do have to
know
be
what
close
does
for
that
the third
even
action
better? Raspberry.
You
Oh, no,
are
what
not
also does
wrong.
that even better?
You can
Hero's
use the Rag-
Descent.
Dragon Dive.
Hero's Ascent does not stun.
Wait, what?
I guess-
Yeah, no.
I guess one does.
Instead, it just moves the crystal and it still has the laser attack going.
Yeah, it does
There's
move
more
them out of the
stun.
way. It's kind of annoying.
Raspberry is just
You know what
both.
the
It's just a
better-
multi-hit stun.
Dragon
He plays
Dive.
one raspberry, he gets fucked. All right, recover from stun. Place another one, gets fucked. it's just chaining stuns. And it does fuck ton of
No.
damage.
If you have
Or you could
two
just go
berries.
tell me and then just snipe it from across the map, and then you don't have to deal with it.
Or you can
Yeah.
have tell me raspberry and blueberry.
Or you could just have the entire meta build. Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, you can
Or
just get
Or
lucky.
you could just play a different character. Why are we talking about Kira for the red? Come on.
That's what I'm saying.
Dragon. I said
Hey,
Dragon
I
Dive.
won't hear that slander here.
Yeah, I said Dragon Dive as well. Come on.
All right. Is there any
I think that
looking back at this? Is there anything that we want to like remove? Is there like a tier we want to add? Like,
Yeah, any
like,
objections?
At a glance, it's very good. Again, I'd want Reshiram here for Unbreakable and Sinner, just to like
kinda
argue
just
them a
want-
little bit more. that's about
Reshiram's
it.
own Ren tier list.
Yeah, please. Reshi, no, honestly, Reshi does have so much knowledge on Ren, and the only reason that we don't know enough about them is because they don't talk in VC. That's literally it.
what a
Yeah.
cringe.
Can I just ask him to make one?
I
Wait,
wish.
Did
so-
he take me
wait.
down?
Yeah, I said in the-
said,
I reckon it would, yeah.
that
What's it
definitely
called?
should be lower.
The tier list is going to be on the charm spreadsheet. I'll just put like a separate section for the powers.
I wish I knew more about the other characters because I can really only comment effectively
Kira.
on Kira.
Mhm. Imagine not being an Omni main, couldn't be me.
Goat said Effie
I
leads
mean,
On
I
God,
lower.
me too.
I started playing a lot of FE this playtest, but it was not with other people. It was with like randos, so I was just kind of testing out there.
Yeah.
And I kept building the same build because
It's
Party
just so
Don't
good.
Stop is absurd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sure was a lot of yummy damage.
So yeah,
Uh,
my FE is very skewed of like, hey, Party Don't Stop, lots of health, and I should have probably tested more builds.
Yeah,
I
you don't
did
die,
try
you
to
get
do-
damage.
I tried to do
Could you
physical
explain
damage
yourself, please,
builds,
in
but
chat?
it kind of got pulled together by Party Don't Stops. I don't know.
Don't
It's,
Stop just does everything you want to. It fits in every build. There's no reason not to get it.
Yeah, and it's what is it common?
Yeah, it's common.
Yeah, it's a common, which is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Oh, Goat saying
Yeah,
Jet
I'm
Flare should
having
be.
a look at what Goat says.
Yeah. Tell me why Jet Flare should be lower. Have you how you use Jet Flare is the question. How much have you
I've
used
used
it?
Jet Flare so
Have you
much,
spec'd
and
into it like
sucks.
maxed? Have you like how much have you spec'd into it?
I think like level 3 or something, but it just takes so incredibly long to get up. like to just activate, it takes like 2 seconds to activate. And then by that time, it basically is swarming you. Like, literally everything comes towards you and, like, starts their attack pattern. So you have to dodge, like, around 2 ticks in if you get that far. And if you somehow manage to do the entire combo, it does, like, pretty minuscule damage that's magic. And there's only, like... Okay, we're not going to count the F tier one, but there's only, like, Party Starter, which is pretty good for magic. And that's it. And the actual Nova stacking damage isn't very high either, because just Nova's damage on its own is not very high. And so you have a laser that you'll try to pull out in almost every scenario, but then you'll only get like 2 hits of that do like 2 damage, and then like at max level they do like 6 or whatever. It's not very high, and you almost never get to use it, and it's quite underwhelming.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I do get it, because I think you're exaggerating a little bit on the 2-second startup, but it is quite a high-ish startup. It is between 1 and 2. And with the mobs actually moving a little bit quicker as well, I do get what you mean by it being swarming.
I wasn't saying
Honestly-
like super low, just like bottom of C, top of D.
Yeah.
I just think that like some of the other abilities, even though Kira's legendaries aren't the best, it's like they still do something.
Yeah,
just
and
do
it does
damage.
kind of clear.
Well, I don't think. Okay, I didn't play much Effie, but I don't think Loose Cannon is better than Jet Flare.
No,
Sorry,
I think
really?
it's quite literally those 3, the Jet Flare, Loose Cannon, and Kira's ult, that we switch around a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, I think we
this
move up Kira's
better?
ult a little bit.
Yeah.
higher than this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
think it's higher
understand why
than
it's
Hero's
easier, but
Fist.
I have found success with her ultimate.
I will fight you on the Jet Flare one. Middling investment, this thing does okay damage. The startup, it's like one of the things you have to play around the startup. It's not egregious, but with the enemies moving faster thing, you want to trigger their attack, back up, then start it immediately. So while you're starting, they're recovering from their attack and they're walking towards you. It's not bad, but just if you just want to use it right then and there, you kind of can't. Like, I can see the issue in that, but the damage is okay. Like, the Nova is just like free passive damage for a couple seconds. That's fine. It's just like just mid, just like really underwhelming.
Yeah.
That and the whole I gotta stand still issue.
Yeah,
But then again, a
standing
lot
still
of
is, like,
skills
a
have the
big
same
pain
issue.
point.
It's just Jet Flare, you're locked in for longer.
And you don't have like Dragon Buster damage, though,
Yeah.
which is actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, this thing does get more immediate value than Last Mistake, Sinner, and
Yeah, Loose
does
Cannon,
it get more value than Loose Cannon? Because like Loose Cannon, you do nothing and get free damage.
That's true.
So honestly,
Put it in between them.
yeah.
I think.
Because like Hero's Piss, Hero's Wish, immediate damage laser, yeah, same issues as Jet Flare without the startup. You get the stun if you do it for long enough, really good.
And you
Like-
get shield.
Yeah. Well, no, you get shield if you're next to the explosion. So like if you say you're firing at max range with most
Well, yeah,
cases
yeah.
you're due because of spacing. You don't want to be next to a dude as you're standing still attacking. You're not getting the shield. Like yeah, you'll get the stun, but that's pretty much it. And the stun's just good enough on its own as is.
You
I
can
think
also,
okay,
like,
I do
stand
think
in your
Kira's Wish
tank.
does a little bit less damage, especially if you don't like spec into it. But the utility makes up for it.
Yeah, it's faster
Well,
and
yeah.
utility. Like
The stun, the shields, yeah,
mhm.
definitely. Another thing as well that I want to say, I'd love to have more Effies to give opinions on this, because again, Airplane and Soup would be able to give so much more information on Party Starter. I still think it's in a really good place as it is, but like even just a few more of the Effie things they could give a bit more information on, even like Stratosphere. I don't know if it's
Yeah,
good.
Stratosphere is like the
Like,
only
honestly.
thing I'm a bit iffy on. The Ultimate too, but in terms of Bunny Hop, Party Starter, the most I can see Party Starter doing is surpassing Tell Me. That's it.
Yeah.
But in terms of
that's about it.
like all of our gameplay knowledge, it's right underneath Tell Me.
It's right there. It's good.
I put Party Starter in like the super low S. It was me.
Party Starter. You
Like
clearly
Party
have
Starter
not
is
played
good,
Party Starter.
but it comes nowhere close to the 5
Yeah,
at the
no,
top.
it's not even.
Nowhere even close.
Okay, the bottom of S is Dragon Breath. That's not even close to Dragon Breath in my opinion.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said F, not S. My bad. My bad.
Yo, F.
Really
Oh, okay, no,
close.
no. Bottom. If you put Party Starter on the bottom of F, you've not played the game.
No. Dragon Breath is both an it's both an S tier skill and an F tier skill, whether or not you toggle it. Whether or not you have that
That's
shit
true.
toggled.
That's true.
It's the best and worst
I
thing
mean,
in the world.
the only reason why Dragon Breath is at like the bottom is because 1, it's riskier. 2, everything else just nukes or wins you the game.
It's also rare.
3,
Yeah,
it's
it's also
blue.
the hardest one to get.
I was gonna say, at least to move like Party Starter up a little bit, is that like when you do get the stun, since it has
Oh, it
like
stuns. I forgot.
so when it stuns, it'll go stun twice because it'll go through once and stun for like 0.5, not very long, but it'll interrupt the enemy's attacks because of how stun works in this game. So you effectively have a 2-second-ish stun on a cooldown that's at level 3 it's 12 seconds, I think. And at level 4 it's 10, and at level 5 it is 8. I know this. So it should be 12 at level 3. And so you have a 2-use stun that stuns like an entire, like the AoE is massive, and you can like hit anything with it if you travel around with it. So as a tool to like, as a support tool, Party Starter, you can just like stun the entire map basically.
Yeah.
And like stop everyone's attacks from unlimited range, as well as it just doing really good damage for some reason. Like it does a lot of damage, and one of the only skills you really want at level 5, which is a different thing. But I just find it to be like the most consistent, besides obviously Party Don't Stop, way to get Effie to just not have problems in any part of the game, just in general. Like it still kills the final boss fine, but like every room you can like all the enemies will chase you at the later rooms, and you'll stun like 10 enemies at once with one go through, and then they'll be stunned on the way back. So you can just like enemies.
Counterpoint. Things don't need to be stunned when they're dead with Tell Me.
That's
Tell Me
true.
Tell Me is so absurd in its damage numbers.
Also, this CDR doesn't affect Party Starter as much because it's out for so long. If you can just tap Tell Me a bunch, and then it does like more damage than the one charge of Party Starter would be.
It still
Plus, it's got the
reduces its
charges. You
cooldown
also
when
have
it's
some
out.
bonuses with the harvest mode.
Really, I think the skills should be separated by character
Yeah, definitely.
and not put all of them in the same tier.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of all of them in general, this is
Yeah, this is just general
this is
stuff. It's
all of
not
them
like
in general. You could what?
You
I
can
would
move around
like-
a few.
It's like they
things,
all play
but that's-
differently.
It's pretty good.
Fuck you. I
would like to
want to go to my
argue-
tier list, bro.
I would like to argue that Howling Crescendo can go lower. I hate that release
Bro.
so much.
It's honestly,
Yeah, but
I
this is
agree. It is
objective
the
and
most
also
doo-doo
passive.
dog stinky ability I've ever goddamn seen.
okay, yeah, we just make a new
Make 3 tiers down. Just label
Yeah.
it. Just label it
Really?
howling.
Well, you can't separate Howling from Flourish. They're the same fucking skill.
Yeah.
They're the
Okay,
same
that's
thing
also
with
Rebloom.
similar scaling. So you have to keep them 3 together because they do the same fucking thing. The only thing that's different about Rebloom is that it stuns. At least it
Yeah.
does
That's true,
something
yeah.
when you have Blight.
It pretends to stun. It shows up, tells you it does nothing, and it in fact does nothing.
Also, the stun only
I can
applies
appreciate
when
it
they
about
have
its
Gaia.
honesty.
Huh?
As I
And
said, I can
not everyone
appreciate its
in
honesty.
Rebloom is gonna have Gaia.
I think
Howling has the gall to imply the fact that it actually does damage. That's what
So
offends
Did
me so
what?
everyone
badly.
just see what Hyper just did?
I saw.
What did I do?
No,
You
they
put
were just doing
raspberry
that
in
around to
F.
make sure.
Not-
You refreshed it, but yeah.
Oh, it was probably because I was trying to move it all the way down here,
Yeah.
which you can't do unless I reset the whole
Oh.
thing.
Gotcha.
I would never meaningly, willingly do that to my boy. I would never.
You guys are very overthinking it, but it did happen and it's very funny.
It is that deep, actually.
Bro.
Damn.
Oh my god,
Wait,
bro!
dude,
I'm 14 in this
wait.
deep.
I'm going to flame him
Uh-oh.
for the next 30 years.
Every conversation is gonna end with, "Remember that one time you moved the raspberry to
I'm gonna fucking.
Yeah, and
The
now your
best part is
credibility has
no,
gone down the
people-
drain.
Wait
Yeah,
until you actually
not
nerf
the
it
best
back
solo
down,
player
you're
anymore.
Yeah, not even the best Kira player anymore.
Not even just
Oh,
not
no,
even a
he's
player,
been-
honestly.
Yeah, honestly.
Ousted out of the
Take-
community.
Yeah, we gotta take you out of the playtest.
shadow banned.
Bro, I'm gonna
banned
be on
from the
vacation.
internet.
Yeah, that's why. We
Yeah,
gotta.
we need to
Yeah,
take
you're not even gonna be there, bro.
Well, no,
I
no,
mean, you are,
I'll
just not-
I'll still be there. I just won't be active as much.
Actually, Go and Soup. Go
Yeah.
Soup and Blaze could just be the next pretty much the next generation.
The hammer laser? Yep.
No, that's it. Okay, that's
Jet
FA.
flavor.
Heck yeah.
And then I gotta create a whole new one for fucking Ren. Bro.
I genuinely cannot wait though for when Plain and Soup see the Effie tier list and when Reshi sees the Ren tier list. I'd love to pick their brains for what they think.
So
I hope
what?
they're not mad.
For Kira, we've
I hope-
got
I hope
Subject
they're
to
bad.
change.
This is subject to change, absolutely.
yeah,
I don't think
definitely.
it's gonna change too much, but I
This
think
is
High
this is
striker,
getting sent to the
party
devs,
can't
right?
pump.
The CIA sent to the devs with a broken, please fix.
Can't.
Broken, please fix.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then
Or sorry,
they,
Party
me
can't pump.
Aggie, please fix.
they turbo nerf all the S
Nimbus.
tiers and don't buff any of the
Bunny,
F tiers.
relentless.
Party
Yeah.
starter gets removed from the game.
Party don't
Nuts
stop
that, okay.
gets nerfed to it actually deals damage to you when you take
Wait,
shields
where is Party Starter?
Party starter is.
on the FE one.
No,
Oh,
no,
yeah,
that's what I mean. Which one's the icon for it?
That's one.
It's the circle.
Oh wait, no,
Mini.
Party Starter.
Oh.
My bad. I'm silly.
I meant to say
Party starter.
party don't stop.
Yeah.
Every time you hit party don't stop, you take health instead of or you take health to
You
get
take
the
true
shields.
Those 3 shields.
Yeah.
You pay 10% of your life to get 10% of your shields.
Summer
Yeah, if we're doing charms after this, I'm not. I'm getting off after after powers.
Bro, there's
Oh, yeah,
too many.
I have to sleep.
we can save
I
charms
work-
for another day. Because, like, not
Yeah.
much has changed, but getting powers out of the way
Bro,
Yeah.
Kitsu,
is nice.
why were you implying that we were gonna do an everything tier list?
Oh.
That would take like 5 hours.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I have work in the morning, and it's 1:21.
Yeah, I want to put
a.m.
explosive crystal in D tier.
I'm putting dangerously consistent in the S tier.
It is not an S tier. Get the fuck out of here.
It is
Nope,
not.
that is
I know.
not S tier.
Ever since the nerf, it is
Well,
not even close.
I know it's not S tier, but it's S tier in my heart.
It's like B or C.
Bloodseeker.
I just love it. I know it's not S tier, but I love it.
Mhm.
I mean, unless you
lot of
have like
things.
Hunter's Moon maxed out with like some other or like Trickster's Law. Those are the only 2 things that will like somewhat save you.
I do have to ask about Hunter's Moon. I never felt like it was doing that much when
Hunter's
I was using
Moon, on paper, free damage increase. Like, can't go
Yeah.
wrong with that. It's free bonus damage. That and, it's just like,
I mean, it costs you a skill slot. But other than
Issue,
that, it's-
though.
yeah, but with Kira,
Issue.
you're not really, like, in most cases, you don't care about having one ability. Like, that
Multiple
one ability is gonna nuke everything, preferably. So, like,
yeah,
you just want everything
Like,
to buff that one ability.
doing a hyper build on Kira is very viable. It's like probably one of her most viable things to do, actually.
Yeah.
Because, like, you don't need anything outside of one of her skills. Like just
I'm
one
super
berry
team
and just
player.
passive
I
is
like
just fine,
spamming
honestly.
Out my ult. I like getting my ult out for free. That's my entire build path. I know it's bad. Doesn't change the fact it's my favorite.
The ult is your
Understandable.
favorite.
I
Is-
like
Wow.
big numbers.
Okay, that's fair.
I also
That's
like big
fair.
numbers, except I do it on the other way around. I do it on the shields.
Yeah.
I mean, I do that too. Why do you think I played Epi?
That's you know
Like-
you're
I'm
right.
doing something right now.
I
I
like my
want to
enemies
pick up
hit-
Effie. How much glue should I sniff?
Yes.
So,
Actually,
have you ever gone to
started
Home
with the
Depot and seen those
Slander.
challenge
Effie
jugs?
players are actually
Have
really
you
good.
ever been to a glue factory where they
It's just Effie.
accidentally burn the glue?
Yes, actually.
Wait,
Oh
what?
wait, this isn't the
Oddly,
Effie.
oddly specific thing and oddly specific yes.
I have a lot
Yeah.
of cousins. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Hello,
What? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Your cousins are in a glue factory?
huh?
Very.
I'm
I
not
just
gonna-
know way too many people. I get dragged to the most random of things.
Buster, Hera.
I guess
Notice
we'll just leave it at
how-
that.
Sun.
Well, I just realized a lot of Ren's abilities aren't like
Are
top
middle
tier.
of the road,
No shit,
Yeah,
yeah.
they're kind of. Bro was born
There's like the
mid,
two
bro.
abilities
He's
that define
fucking
his entire
out.
kit. Well, the thing is, those two abilities like are kind of
His
like-
entire kit.
yeah.
Yeah, one
Like-
I mean,
one
That's just
one
good balancing,
attribute to
though.
everything, and the S tier is just on its own. That's it. The rest of the stuff, they are really good, but you still have to spec into them.
You have to
No, yeah.
invest way too
Run out
much.
here
Well,
with
everything in like B.
Yeah.
4 D tier
I think everything in
abilities.
like C and D is like not even.
It's
Like,
re-
that
really negligible, yeah.
There you go.
Dragon's Breath is the only thing that can solo carry on Ren.
No, I mean no. Dragon Buster and Dragon Dive can
Dragon
still
Dive,
solo
yeah,
carry,
I'm
but
Dragon Dive.
it's just
So-
way harder.
Here's
Like
Effie.
Dragon Breath is just like
Then we
pretty much a free
got
win if you just spec into damage.
I
Kira.
love Dragon
No
Breath
D
so
tier ability,
much.
which is fucking crazy. And then
Yeah.
Ren.
Ah, Ren.
Oh,
Ren is
no,
probably the most
D.
balanced, but also he just has like one, or he just like has one ability that just busted.
Yeah.
Bustin' makes me feel good.
Well, I mean, for Kira being the glass cannon class, this makes sense for her. This
Yeah.
just makes sense. For Effie,
Because
this
she's
makes
that
zero
big.
fucking sense. Not at all.
Yeah.
Does she have so many good buttons? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Fly forehead
Honestly,
to keyboard,
Like,
roll
the
left to
tier
right.
looks so balanced, but it's not. It is really not.
Yeah, because okay, there's like 5 abilities there that like are
Honestly,
insane
party don't
that just
stop.
like kill everything on the screen.
That part. Party started.
The thing is, like, in this game,
Here.
Like if you just kill everything on the screen, like nothing matters.
Mhm.
And then
That's
there's
kinda
also the
works out.
opposite side of the spectrum where like if you just never die, nothing matters.
Yeah. And Effie
What
can just
timers?
be like,
What are that?
I think you
No,
do both.
seriously.
Epi just literally laughed with the timer.
yeah,
Effie is a bruiser that survives forever.
quite literally. And what Effie has the highest. Effie has the highest damage potential and the highest survivability
Yeah.
potential, and it's fucking crazy. And they're because of both of the skills in S tier. Literally, both of those can tip both scales. It's crazy.
Well, I think
And they're
that's why
both-
she's like the beginner character. Well, like not the beginner
Yeah,
character, but like
Yeah.
the character that's like easiest to learn the
They're
game on.
both common,
Easy to
right?
pick up.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
what is High Striker?
High Striker's
I
common.
think Striker's rare.
No,
that's
High
like
Striker's
rare.
common. Bunny Hop's the rare one.
Her four
Oh,
best
yep,
abilities
my bad.
are all common. Like,
Yeah, it's
Let's go back to this. So what? We have 1 rare in S. We have 2 rares in Epic and S. Then everything else is just a mix of shit. What's our highest legendary?
Yeah.
B? Highest legendary is B.
Highest legendary is B. And yeah, even I'm not sure about that because again, it's the mixed damage buffs it quite a bit. But even so, like
Opportunity cost.
still it being a
Yeah.
even if it's just an A, that's like I don't know.
It's
I
more
don't
like
know,
the
the-
opportunity
the
cost too. You gotta factor that
cooldown-
in. Because, like,
Yeah.
yes, it does
Yeah.
a shit ton of
Right.
damage, but it's not nearly as accessible
and needs more investment to get to that
Yeah.
consistent,
berries
I'm
are
gonna
right
rock
there.
your shit like the other skills do. But yeah, that pretty good tier list.